kind of doing everything. He's offensive rebounding, which is what kind of all the, role player kind of stats. He's filling them too, in addition to doing what he's doing offensively. So it's too, in addition to doing what he's doing offensively. So it's he's had to carry us, especially when we were shorthanded and guys hobbled a little bit. So hopefully we can we need to give him more support. Quite honestly, we need we need our bench to step up. Like they have all year, and they will. And then with Evan and Dre, healthier, and DG coming back, he definitely, at this point in the series, we got to give him some support.
Last two games, Tyrese has had his lowest usage rate throughout the course of the playoffs. What has it taken for you guys to limit him so effectively?
I mean, just will, kind of just be opportunistic. He's so, what's the word, slippery? It's not a guy that's stagnant and doesn't move. He runs, as much as anybody in the league. He can give it up and run, and we've just been trying to do our best, trying to limit his touches. Takes a group to do that.
Cavaliers head coach Kenny Atkinson on dealing with Tyrese Haliburton, and again, Garland will give it a go. So will Mobley and Hunter for tonight's Game 4. This is the Huntington Tip-Off Show. We'll take a timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
Huntington is banking that just clicks. Like asterisk-free checking. An account that's filled with features, but no monthly maintenance fee, no matter what. Because it's your money, right? So we think you should keep it. It's just one more way we're looking out for people every day. Is your bank looking out for you? Maybe it's time to switch. Visit your neighborhood Huntington branch or make the switch at huntington.com/yourmoney.
With the Caesars Sportsbook app, be part of the action before, during, and after the game. Play same-game parlays before the next game begins or live as the game unfolds. Download Caesars Sportsbook now. The only sportsbook app with Caesars rewards. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Caesars Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Hear that? That's the sound of traffic when I used to go to the pharmacy multiple times a month to pick up my prescriptions. Such a waste of time. Hear that? That's my grandkids playing in the backyard. Since I joined Discount Drug Mart's Sync Your Meds program, I have so much more time for them. Drug Mart's pharmacists make sure all my prescriptions are in stock and ready on the same day each month, so I can pick them all up with just one trip. Grandpa! Who wants a cookie? Discount Drug Mart saves me the runaround.
Mr. Hero saucing things up with their new Hero Nuggets. Sauced and tossed with your choice of garlic parmesan, teriyaki, Kentucky bourbon, citrus chipotle, or barbecue. They're perfect for a side, snack, or meal. You get the feel. Mr. Hero's new sauced and tossed Hero Nuggets. Available as a 5 or 10 piece. Order in store or online at MrHero.com.
I crave the hero.
We're less than 20 minutes away from the start of tonight's Game 4 between the Cavs and the Pacers. Glad to have you with us as we get you warmed up for tonight's fourth game of this series. We know this, Game 5 will be Tuesday night, and that will be at Rocket Arena in a 7 o'clock start. How about the play of Donovan Mitchell? Well, in the Miami series, that was one thing, but in this series, in 3 games, he's averaging 41.3 points a game, 6.3 rebounds, 6 assists. He was asked today if he's playing the best of his career.
I think I'm playing the most mature basketball of my career. I think the 40 points is, obviously that's what everybody looks at, but, I'm just as excited about I think it's 5 rebounds or 5 or 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Like, I'm trying to do all the little things.
Well, we have seen him do that, and on his play, even his teammates are admiring, as DeAndre Hunter puts it.
The performances he's putting up and the moves and the things he's doing on the court for us, it's amazing. And I was watching his highlights the other day after the game, and just some of the finishes and some of the things he's doing, I'm just like, how? Like, I physically don't know how he's doing it, but watching from afar and watching, from the sideline is a lot different. And, I'm glad he's on our team.
Well, he has been amazing, and hopefully he'll get even more help today from his teammates as the Cavs try to even things up in Indiana. Now, we go around the NBA. Earlier today, there was one game played, and that was in Denver, where the Oklahoma City Thunder, who had been down 2-1 in the series, well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 25 points to lead the way, and the Thunder found a way to beat Denver today, 92-87. That series now tied at 2. And Game 5 of that series will be on Tuesday in Oklahoma City. We are getting closer to the Cavs and Pacers in Game 4. This is the Huntington Tip-Off Show. We'll take a time out of the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
Big news, Cavs fans. Score big this season with Cavs Rewards. Link any existing credit card or debit card so you can earn and unlock exclusive Cavs experiences and prizes. Rewards include a trip to an away game, access to courtside seats, Cavs memorabilia, custom jerseys, and more. Join Cavs Rewards today and start earning points with purchases at the Cavs Team Shop, concessions at Rocket Arena, and other preferred Cavs Rewards locations. Visit Cavs.com/rewards to sign up for free and start earning.
Dear McDonald's, your breakfast menu? Fire. 10s across the board. I could be happy with anything, even though I order the same thing every time. Thanks for not judging me. I'll try something new next time. Maybe.
For a limited time, you can enjoy a savory sausage McMuffin with egg meal, including golden hash browns and a small hot coffee for just $5. Price and participation may vary.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hi, it's Bill Wills with Rich Clavin of the Clavin Auto Stores. Rich, Ford assembles more vehicles and employs more hourly workers in the U.S. than any other automaker.
Bill, Ford is America's automaker.
Wow, it really is about the people, right?
Ford's heritage dates back to over 120 years, Clavin's over 50 years. The foundation of both, people who are proud to build, sell, and service Ford vehicles and keep America running.
Now that's commitment. Clavin, Ford, Lincoln, Route 59, Kent.
Are you ready for the all-new Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live Glow and Fire? Come watch your favorite Hot Wheels Monster Trucks fly, crash, and smash with all new stunts. Featuring Stegosaurus, 5-Alarm, Tiger Shark, Bigfoot, and more. Thrilling freestyle motocross and the fire-breathing robot, Arctic Gun. Meet the Hot Wheels Monster Trucks up close at the pre-show party. Special kids ticket prices starting at just $10. Coming September 6th to Rocket Arena in Cleveland. Get tickets now at SeatGeek.com.
Cavs and Pacers on the floor getting ready for Game 4. Again, Game 5 in Cleveland at Rocket Arena Tuesday night at 7. Oddsmakers rate the Cavs a 5-point favorite to get the win tonight and even the series. As far as our Toyota key to the game, brought to you by your local Toyota dealer, we go to Jared Allen.
Ball movement, physical, and just being intense about everything we do. Making sure every single catch they have is tough, every pass, they have to do it with a little bit of struggle, just trying to play with extra energy and force.
Go out and make it happen, big fella. Well, that does it for tonight's Huntington Tip-Off Show. I'll be back at the half for the McDonald's halftime report. Brad Sellers will join me then. And, of course, Brad is with me on the post-game show following tonight's game. We'll hear from Coach Kenny, Donovan, Jarrett, and company. And, of course, you can always text us 216-440-9566. Cavs and Pacers about set for Game 4. All of the action is straight ahead on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Mr. Heroes ringing in their 60th birthday with a celebration you can't afford to miss. Right now, get any waffle doodle for only $4.25. Choose from the classic chicken and bacon, the BLTE, made with bacon, lettuce, tomato, and a home-style egg, or the Nashville Hot, if you can handle the heat, all made with authentic Belgian waffles. That's any waffle doodle for just $4.25. Available at participating locations.
Waffle doodle this, waffle doodle that. Want some good food, waffle doodle where it's at.
Bet on all the action with the Caesars Sportsbook app. Every bet you place turns into more earnings with Caesars Rewards. Get incredible perks like dining, show tickets, and hotel stays. You can also use reward credits to bet. Download the app, place your wagers, and start earning more right now. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Caesar Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Protecting yourself, your loved ones, and your community is more important than ever. And with immunizations at Discount Drug Mart, they're as quick and easy as 1, 2, 3. Step 1, fill out a short, simple form. You can even do it online. Step 2, stop in and see your friendly pharmacist at your neighborhood Drug Mart pharmacy for flu, shingles, and many other vaccines. You can be in and out quickly and safely. Step 3, you're out the door and heading back home. Simple as that. Discount Drug Mart is your immunization destination.
Hey Cavs fans, when it comes to your health and well-being, Medical Mutual is your hometown health insurer. We offer Ohioans high-quality health insurance plans with access to the hospitals and doctors you know and trust. Plus, dental, vision, life and disability, and wellness plans to help you achieve and maintain your health. To learn more about individual Medicare and employer plans, visit medmutual.com. Medical Mutual, the official health insurer of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Let him know, babe. Let him know. Garland around Allen. Garland into the lane. Floats. Automatic. Strus. Right wing three. Got in. I like it, Strus. Allen with a steal. To the other end. Pow! With arms like snakes. What did you say? Mobley blocks a shot. Holy Mobley. Oh, my. 3-on-2. Mitchell in the middle. Mitchell with the fake. Pow! With two hands and a foul to go with it. How do you like that?
The Huntington Tip-Off Show was presented by Huntington, home of early pay. It's your money, so stop playing the waiting game. More at huntington.com/yourmoney. Up next, it's Cavaliers basketball, brought to you locally by Cleveland Clinic, proud to be the official healthcare provider of the Cleveland Cavaliers, and by Toyota. For all Toyota offers, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. This is 100.7 WMMS, Cleveland, home of the Cavs. Time now for Cleveland Cavaliers basketball. Here to bring you all the action are Tim Alcorn and Jim Jones.
From Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. Good Sunday evening, everyone, and welcome to Cavaliers basketball along the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse. Tonight, it's Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals between the Cavs and the Indiana Pacers. Cavaliers trailing in the series 2-1, but coming off a big win on Friday night here at Gainbridge when they downed the Pacers 126-104. Tonight, the Cavs try to even up this series at 2 games apiece, recapture home court advantage for Indiana. And they look to take a 3-1 lead in this best-of-7 showdown. Great to have you with us on this Sunday night. Great, as always, to have sitting right next to me, getting ready to bring you the game along the Cavaliers Audioverse. Cavs, a legend, great friend and broadcast partner, and certainly one of the, if not the, premier radio color commentators in the NBA in Jim Jones.
Thank you, Tim.
Jim, I asked Donovan Mitchell this question and shoot around. I asked Jared Allen this question and shoot around. So now you're the third person.
Okay.
In your time, both as a player and a broadcaster, you've been around this game so long. Cavs come off a big win on Friday. Does momentum carry from one game to the next?
Oh, yes, it does. But you have to be aware that there's going to be a change. There's going to be changes. Teams are going to adapt, and they're going to counter whatever you did that was successful. Tim, my thing is this. Just do what you did last game and do it better.
There you go. Well, one of the things the Cavs have done very well, that 3-2 zone defense. And we'll talk about it as the night moves along. But I want to get your initial thoughts, your early thoughts as to how that 3-2 zone has hampered the Pacers.
What it allows you to do, Tim, is match up against the 5-out. The 5-out, 2 on the side, 2 low, and 1 at the point. Well, that's the 3-2. And it allows you to stay close enough to contest shots. But also, the way to beat the 3-2 has always been the free throw line in the top of the key. Oh, it doesn't work this time. Why? Evan Mobley's there. and his length has given them issues.
So until Indiana solves it, Cavs stay with it.
It's hard to solve. It takes practice. You got to go through it. Tim, they scored 13 points in that second quarter. They couldn't figure it out.
And then for Indiana, that was their lowest point quarter as far as the 25 playoffs are concerned. All right, let's look at this Cavalier team. They're getting just incredible performances from Donovan Mitchell. But, as you know, it can't be a one-man gang. Somebody needs to step up. Who are you anticipating tonight to really serve as an inspiring and an important secondary role to Donovan?
Well, off the bench, I like DeAndre Hunter. And starting is Darius. It's Darius. And Tim, he was in pain, but he stayed out there. Darius Garland helps balance what Mitchell does because he's a pure point guard. So he's an extra threat of finding open people, and he can also get his own shot like Mitchell. So that causes a lot of problems for anybody that plays us, especially this team. Make them defend.
Jim, I asked you about momentum.
Sure.
Let's talk about pressure. Has the pressure shifted to Indiana?
Yes, it's all about them. Because if they can go up 3-1, the possibility of us winning is minimal. If we win this game, it's 2-2 with home court advantage. Advantage Cavaliers.
There you go. Pressure on the Pacers tonight to go up 3-1. And as Jim said, Cavaliers looking to knock this series at 2 games apiece. We've set the stage. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll bring you the starting lineups and the opening tip of Game 4 at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Cavs and Pacers in NBA playoff action. And we'll have it for you after this on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Hey, Cavs fans, want to watch the Cavs and all of your favorite games without cable? Check out Fubo. Fubo has over 170 live channels, including the likes of ESPN, Fox, NBC, and now FanDuel Sports Network is available on Fubo. So you have a new option to watch all Cavs games carried on FanDuel Sports Network without having to subscribe to cable. Fubo is an official partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. To try it for free, visit Fubo.tv. That's FUBO.tv.
The Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine, known as LECOM, is a proud partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. LECOM, the nation's largest and most applied-to medical school, is just 90 minutes from Cleveland and trains the next generation of doctors, dentists, pharmacists, and podiatrists. At LECOM, we expand the boundaries of medical knowledge, challenging our students and preparing them to realize their potential. Visit lecom.edu to learn more. At LECOM, we make dreams a reality. We make doctors.
Dear McDonald's, your breakfast menu? Fire. 10s across the board. I could be happy with anything, even though I order the same thing every time. Thanks for not judging me. I'll try something new next time. Maybe.
For a limited time, you can enjoy a savory sausage McMuffin with egg meal, including golden hash browns and a small hot coffee for just $5. Price and participation may vary.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Postseason dunks, threes, buzzer beaters. There's so much NBA happening. I gotta keep up.
Whoa, take it easy there. There's a better way to NBA. All playoffs long.
Wait, really?
With the NBA app, you get real-time stats and scores for every playoff matchup. Witness playoff drama as it unfolds.
Seriously?
Catch every bucket all in one place, all for free.
Where have you been all my life?
There's a better way to NBA. Download the app today. Available on the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
Alan Cox. Listen to this guy. Afternoons at 2. Because that's what you do on WMMS.
Let's play some Cavaliers playoff basketball. Tonight, Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals. The Cavaliers and the Indiana Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. And tonight's Game 4 along the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse being brought to you by Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. By Huntington, home of asterisk-free checking. More at huntington.com/yourmoney. By McDonald's, your change at McDonald's can help families with children who are ill just round up and by SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's have a look at the Cleveland Clinic inactive roster report. Cleveland Clinic, proud to be the official healthcare provider of the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Indiana Pacers, inactive tonight, Isaiah Jackson. He is out with an Achilles tear. Good news for the Cavaliers. There is nobody listed on the Cleveland Clinic inactive roster report. Everybody's healthy and ready to go. So with that, our Huntington starting lineups brought to you by Huntington for the Indiana Pacers under head coach Rick Carlisle. At guard, Tyrese Haliburton, fifth year out of Iowa State, 6'5". He's had games of 22, 19, and 4 in this series against the Cavaliers. Andrew Nembhard in the starting lineup, third-year player out of Gonzaga, 6'4". Games of 23, 13, and 10 in the 3 contests against the Cavs. Aaron Nesmith gets the start, fifth-year player out of Vanderbilt, 6'6". Playoff contest of 17, 23, and 7 against the Cavs. Pascal Siakam, 6'8", ninth-year player out of New Mexico State. Games of 17, 12, and 18 against the Cavs so far. In the middle, Miles Turner, 6'11", 10th-year player out of Texas. And he's put together ball games of 13, 23, and 15 against the Cavs so far. Huntington starting lineup for the Cavaliers. The backcourt, Darius Garland, 6th year out of Vanderbilt, 6'1". He was inactive in the first 2 games, came back Friday night, and had a 10-point contest. The other guard, Donovan Mitchell, 6'3", 8th year out of Louisville. His numbers have just been stupendous in this series. Games of 33, 48, and 43 on Friday night. At forward, Max Strus, 6'5", 6th year out of DePaul. Strus with games of 7, and then 23 and 20 in games 2 and 3. The other forward is Evan Mobley. Mobley, 4th-year player out of USC, 6'11", had a 20 and 10 in the first game, inactive in the second game, and then Friday night, how about this? 18 points, 13 rebounds, 3 block shots, and 3 steals. And rounding out the starting 5, in the middle, 7 feet tall out of Texas, Jared Allen. Jared has had games of 12 and 5, 22 and 12, and 19 and 12 in the first 3 games against Indiana. So, Jim, we've set the stage. Let's talk about how the Cavaliers can even up this series at 2 games apiece. It's our Rocket Built for Success, presented by Rocket. Own the dream.
Well, Tim, I know sometimes the faithful get tired of me talking about defense, but get used to it, because that's how you keep yourself in position to win games. They've got to keep attacking. They've got to rebound so that they can set the pace, dribble penetration, get stops, make shots.
There we go. It's pretty simple, and Jared Allen echoed those sentiments earlier. Just do what we've done and do it better.
Do it better.
There you go. That's our Rocket Built for Success, presented by Rocket. Own the dream. Well, as the weekend comes to a conclusion, we want to let you know that Monday could get off to a great start if the Cavs score 100 tonight. Fans will receive a $2 large fry if the Cavs score 120. It's a free large fry with no purchase necessary. Download the McDonald's app for this offer. McDonald's, loving it. 3 officials on tonight's game. Our crew chief, John Goebel, in his 18th year in the league. Kevin Scott and Curtis Blair on the floor with John Goebel. Kevin Scott in his 14th year and Curtis Blair in his 17th year in the league. Cavs will take the floor in their blacks. Black shirts, black shorts, gold letters and numbers with the wine and gold C on the front of the jersey. Indiana in their whites, white shirts, white shorts. You've got the dark blue letters and numbers with the aqua blue Indy on the front.
You know, Tim, lately in these playoffs, along with Donovan Mitchell setting the tone, Max Strus has been fantastic in that first quarter. I don't think they have an answer for him because they're so concerned with everybody else. Strus is making shots to him, and that's what it's all about.
Cavaliers will go right to left here in the first half of play. They will head towards the Indiana bench, which is down to our left on the opposite side. Pacers will be going left to right, heading towards the Cavs bench, which is down and across to our right. Here we go. Allen controls the tip. We are underway as Darius Garland picks it up in the backcourt. Garland crosses the half-court line, met by Neesmith. Garland around an Allen screen. Ball got knocked out of his hands. Turnover Cavaliers. Breakaway for Indiana. And Haliburton's got a dunk. First time that Indiana has led on their home floor in this series. They never had a lead on Friday night. But off the Cavs turnover, Indiana up 2-0. Mitchell, right side Strus. 3-ball. Too strong. Rebound Neesmith. He fell down, and there's a foul on Darius Garland.
And Tim, you can see right away what they want to defend. They're going to leave it up to the officials. A lot of hands-on early. You've got to play through it. Protect the ball, play through it.
So it'll be Indiana basketball just underway. Bit of a later start as we took off shortly after 8 o'clock. Pacers again going left to right. Here's Siakam. Lob down low. Got it into Neesmith. Fires right corner to Turner. Turner on the baseline against Mobley. His bounce pass knocked away by Mitchell, but it's grabbed by Haliburton. Left side, open three, and it's good for Neesmith.
Those 50-50 balls, Tim, they count.
The Cavaliers down 5-zip early. Garland into the forecourt in the middle to Mobley. Evan, 3-ball. Good! Evan Mobley hits the three.
What a statement, Tim. His first shot from the field.
And now a steal. Mitchell running the lane. Drives, missed the shot, but he got fouled. And Donovan Mitchell will head to the free throw line.
Think about it, Tim. I'm getting ready to make a commentary. We make a three and they're on D. Cavaliers are on top of it.
So Donovan Mitchell, who has been absolutely stupendous in this series, heads to the line, shooting 2. Mitchell coming off that 43-point, 9 rebound, 5 assists a game on Friday night. Donovan hits the first.
Quieted that crowd.
I want to remind you that throughout the night, we're thrilled to have Serena Winters with us. Serena, who did great work all season long on the television side, joins us now for the remainder of the playoffs. And let's hope Serena and the two of us are working together for a long time.
At least for another 2 months, Tim.
Donovan Mitchell, 2 of 2. Cavs have answered back with 5 straight. And we are knotted up. 10:38 to go, first quarter. Haliburton in the middle to Nembhard.
3-2, Tim.
There it is. Nembhard, right side to Haliburton. Back in the middle to Nembhard. Bounce in the lane. Turner against Allen. Back out front. Nembhard, right wing 3. Got it. Andrew Nembhard. So Indiana with a couple of 3 balls early. 8-5. Pacers on top. Mitchell through the center circle, around an Allen screen. Mitchell left in the lane, tried to bounce it to Allen. Turnover. It's picked off by Nembhard. Nembhard to the other end for Indiana. Lob down low to Siakam. Spins and hits off the glass. Pascal Siakam with his first 2. Indiana with 5 straight. So we've had 3 separate 5-point runs. Indiana with 5, Cavs with 5, and now Pacers with 5 straight.
Their defense.
Here's Mitchell, run of the lane, driving, banking, missing. Allen grabs the rebound. Left wing Garland. 3-ball Evan. Missed it. Ball loose on the floor. It's scooped up by Siakam. Siakam ahead to Haliburton. Haliburton on the right wing at the 3-point arc. Tosses it to Turner. Left of the lane to Siakam. Spinning on Strus. He lays it up and in. Timeout Kenny Atkinson. So Indiana now on a 7-0 run, and now we got some pushing and shoving as Strus underneath the basket got entangled.
And what Siakam did, Tim, he sort of tripped Strus as he was getting up. But the play before that, when he had Strus down low, he elbowed him in the face. No call by the official.
12-5 Pacers, 9:27 to go first quarter. We'll take a timeout. The Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Eric Clapton. September 11th. Rocket Arena. With special guest, the Wallflowers. Tickets are on sale now at rocketarena.com. Don't miss the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, Eric Clapton. Your
summer starts here in a go-anywhere, do-anything Toyota truck. Now through June 2nd, get 2.99 APR financing or up to $3,000 customer cash on a powerful new 25 Tundra. Depending on model, excludes TRD Pro. Or lease a rugged new 25 Tacoma SR for just $289 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
At Cleveland Clinic, every moment matters. So you unite as one to care for hearts like your very own. You push your minds to help heal theirs. And you forge new paths to help fight cancers. Because when defying the odds is what you do, the right care can change everything. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
Welcome in Serena. Winners, a mom and a mom-to-be.
Well, thanks, guys. Yes, I am. Love sharing it with my second family, my Cavs family, of course. Hey, look, that just reminded me of the Max Strus stuff. A lot of stuff that talked about after the last game. The leadership that Max has brought to this team throughout the playoffs cannot go unnoticed. As Kenny said, look, he's become their force for leader, and plays like that show that, right? Take a hold and film sessions and huddles, and I can tell you that with 2 minutes left in Game 3, with the Cavs up substantially, and after Kenny had cleared the bench, Max got up off the bench and was on guys for not playing defense. Darius said he's just a winner, and his experience has been huge. He's a dog, and he loves him. You can see how much he means to this team, guys.
12-5, Cavs down 7. Serena, again, will be with us all night. Strus, right corner Mitchell, 3-ball Donovan. Nope. Rebound grab by Tyrese Haliburton.
But, Tim, I like the look that we had. There's ball pressure out front on our guard play, but the short corners are open.
Pacers with the ball, 7-point lead, and they missed their first shot as Turner bit shy from the free throw line. Evan Mobley with the rebound. 8:48 to go first quarter. Mobley top of the three-point arc. Mobley works to the free throw line into the paint. There's some pushing and shoving going on, and they'll call that foul on Pascal Siakam.
You know, that's where Mobley has grown as a player, Tim. Usually when you take away his first option, he'll end up passing it. But now he's working his way into his second and third move. I love it.
Mitchell looking to inbound. Donovan throws it into Jared Allen. Allen outside the arc, hands it off to Strus. Max to the circle, bounce to Allen in the paint, hooks short. And the rebound deflects to Tyrese Haliburton. Haliburton ahead to Siakam in the left corner. Neesmith got bumped by Garland, no foul. They work it back out front to Nembhard. Nembhard, right of the key. Fires left side. Siakam against Mobley. Siakam dumps it down low to Turner. Turner against Strus. Turner weaving on Strus. Hooks, miss, tips, got it. Turner follows up his own miss. Cavs down 9 at 14-5. 8:05 to go first quarter. Cavs scored the first 11 on Friday night, but they're in a 9-point hole tonight. Garland finds Allen, and he got fouled as he went up with the shot.
And Tim, Garland had an option. He could have put it up with his left, but he's trying to get his bigs involved, which is so crucial, because if you don't get Mobley and Allen involved, Tim, they play a three-man zone back there. They're already pressuring your guards, daring you to drive, advantage Pacers. So you've got to get those guys into a position where they're a scoring threat.
Jared Allen shooting 2 with the Cavs down 9, looking to end a 9-0 Indiana run, and Allen hits the first. Hey, keep in mind, we want to hear from you all night long. Start those texts. Text us your thoughts and comments, 216-440-9566. 216-440-9566. Keep in mind, standard message and data rates will apply. Allen hit them both. First 2 points of the ball game for Jared. Cavs back to within 7 at 14-7. Obi Toppin has checked in for Indiana. Haliburton right wing 3, too strong. Rebound Max Strus ahead to Garland. Garland crosses the half-court line. Bounce right side to Donovan. Mitchell comes left of the lane. Mitchell backing down, spins to the baseline. His shot off the mark. Rebound grab by Tyrese Haliburton.
Another good look by Mitchell, Tim. He'll find a rhythm.
Haliburton, right of the lane, cut off by Mobley. Got it out front to Turner. Miles Turner on the handoff to Neesmith. Neesmith tosses it to Haliburton. 8 on the shot clock. Haliburton out high. Haliburton tosses to Turner. Got it down low to Toppin, and he's got a dunk.
And that's what happens when you go into a 3-2. The vulnerable spots are the short corner and then somebody running the baseline. So your defensive rotations have to be stronger.
Well, Indiana's been applying backcourt pressure throughout the first quarter.
Yeah, they're trying to wear Darius down, Tim.
Bruce got it into Garland. Garland now right in front of the scorer's table. Up the right side. Garland fires left wing to Strus. Strus comes around an Allen screen. Bounce to Jarrett. Right corner to Mobley, and he shot it over the 6'11 Mobley's head.
Yeah, just calm down. Because the defense is aggressive, don't let them make you hurry. Read your reads.
All sailed out of bounds. Indiana basketball. Cavaliers have had some turnovers early. Cavs now with 3. Driving. Haliburton up with the left hand. Missed it. Rebound Strus. Outlet pass to Garland. Cavs want to run. Garland on the right side. Garland to the free throw line. Left of the lane. Under the basket. Gave it off to Allen. Allen into the paint. Tried to shove it back to Mobley. Mobley saved it in bounds, but he saved it to Nembhard. 5-on-4. Mobley slow to get back. Haliburton bounced in the lane, and he bounced it right by Turner. Picked up by Garland. Ahead to Mobley. Mobley fouled in the lane. Well, that turned into lemonade after the lemons as Mobley was slow to get back, but then Indiana turned it over, and Garland delivered a fastball down the floor. Mobley got fouled. It won't be a shooting foul as Mitchell and Mobley sit, as Ty Jerome and DeAndre Hunter check in.
And Tim, one of the things I look at, they didn't give up on the play. The intangibles are what's going to win this game.
Cavs down 9. Strus, straightaway 3. Bullseye.
I love it.
Max Strus. He has 24 3 balls in the playoffs for the Cavaliers. 16-10. Cavs back to within 6. Nembhard, right side to Nesmith. Nesmith on the dribble against Garland. Shoulders into Garland. Flipped it up, missed it. Rebound DeAndre Hunter. Hunter to the forecourt. Hunter up the left side. Hunter left of the lane. Washed it off his foot. Ball went out of bounds, and it went off Haliburton.
Yep.
Haliburton already urging the Pacers to take a look at that.
Yeah, he's begging. He's begging them to call it.
And there it is.
Well, the officials gave him time, Tim.
So a challenge by Indiana. They think that ball went off DeAndre Hunter. They'll look at it, and we'll take a timeout. 5:52 to go first quarter. Pacers by 6, 16-10. They lead the Cavs on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
At Cleveland Clinic, bettering lives is what you live for. You treat setbacks as a chance to come back stronger. You search for solutions inside and out. And you create new ways to keep moving forward. Because managing a condition is a win worth celebrating. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
Your summer starts here in an exciting new Toyota Camry, America's best-selling car. It's all hybrid all the time with available all-wheel drive. May 8th through June 2nd, get 4.99 APR financing on any new 25 Camry. Or lease a new Camry LE for just $289 a month for 36 months with $29.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Suspect a natural gas leak? Enbridge Gas Ohio reminds you, first move your feet, then call when you're down the street. A gas leak might have a smell like rotten eggs, or you might see blowing dirt or bubbling water. A leaking pipeline might also make a hissing sound that you can hear. And whether you're an individual or contractor, state law requires you to call 811 before you dig to have underground utilities marked. Dial 811 at least 2 business days prior to digging for your safety. For more safety information, visit Enbridge.com, keyword natural gas safety.
The Cavs are proud to partner with Cleveland Cliffs as their American-made steel touches every part of our lives. From the cars we drive to transformers powering our homes, Cliffs steel is stronger and more sustainable than ever due to innovation and leading-edge technology. Cliffs is setting a new standard for what it means to be a steel company by producing the highest quality product and championing the best practices for the industry, the environment, and for their people. Cliffs is the champion for American steel. Learn more. Visit cliffsteel.com.
I
say it every time. It's us against everybody in here. Our backs are still against the wall. And for me, all year, my biggest thing is just being able to hold guys and hold myself accountable, but also to bring positivity. Like they were on a run, I said, like, hey, y'all can just blow a team out. They're going to make shots. They're going to be different things. Understand that it's okay. If we make mistakes, we just got to find ways to not compound them and respond.
Donovan Mitchell following shoot-around this morning. Cavaliers are looking to even up this series at 2 games apiece. 5:52 to go first quarter. Pacers up 16-10, and Indiana did win that challenge. The ball went out of bounds off DeAndre Hunter. Cavaliers break the huddle. Her head was peeking in that huddle. Let's check in with Serena Winters.
Well, Tim, Tristan Thompson was really the voice of reason in that huddle. He said, look, take a deep breath, slow down, take your time. They're speeding us up. Don't get sped up. Like he looked at J.A., right? And he goes, don't rush your post moves. Get to your hook. Take a deep breath. Take your time. And Kenny Atkinson came over and said the same thing, guys. They are speeding us up. We've got to just calm down, slow it down, get back to who we are.
You're all over it, Serena. You're exactly right. And that's what defenses try to do. They try to speed you up. But you have to have poise, play at your pace.
Cavs go a little bit deeper into the bench off the timeout. Sam Merrill checks in. So there's Garland, Merrill, along with Jerome, Hunter, and Allen. Off the timeout, Turner with a 3. Got it. Miles Turner, for a big guy, he can knock down 3 balls.
From anywhere on the floor, Tim.
19-10, straightaway 3. For Turner, increases the Pacer lead to 9. Here's Ty Jerome into the paint. Jerome fakes, got it out front. Hunter, straightaway 3. Too strong for DeAndre Hunter. Rebound grab by Tyrese Haliburton. Cavaliers now 2 of 7 from beyond the arc. The right wing, Toppin, his 3, good. Tell you what, it's not the case for Indiana. They're raining 3 balls.
Yeah, Toppin struggled last game, Tim, but he's on tonight.
Jerome on the left side. His pass poked out of bounds by T.J. McConnell, who's now in for Indiana.
Tim, that time Jerome had Turner out front. He was going to shoot it, but he hesitated. Stay aggressive.
Ty Jerome has struggled in this series. He's had 4 points total in the last 2 games. Hoping to get it untracked here tonight. Here's Garland. Garland on the left side. DG stops 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound comes off to Benedict Mathurin. He's been very impressive for the Pacers in the series. Mathurin, base of the center circle against Ty Jerome. Jerome poked it. Mathurin got it back. Mathurin tosses it to Miles Turner. Turner with 8 on the shot clock gives it off to McConnell. McConnell into the paint, shoots over Jerome, and it rolled out. Rebound Turner, but a foul is called. It'll be on the floor, and they're going to get
Hunter.
Darius Garland. And of course, DG was hampered with foul issues on Friday night. He had 3 early, then picked up his 4th foul, and he's going right to the bench. Donovan Mitchell will check back in. As the Pacers have built a 12-point lead, Nimhard in. McConnell sits down.
Tim, the thing that they just have to keep playing, play themselves back into this game.
Boy, Haliburton inbounded. Now we got DeAndre Hunter, and now we've got Miles Turner stepping in as Hunter got entangled with Neesmith. So for the second time tonight.
I told you Neesmith is an issue, Tim. He talks all the time.
Well, let's see how they sort this one out. As John Goebel, Kevin Scott, and Curtis Blair, our officiating crew, will get together and chat about it. Haliburton had inbounded. The whistle blew. There was a quick foul on Sam Merrill, who was guarding the inbounds pass. Then away from the ball, over on the scorer's table side, in front of the scorer's table, Neesmith went down as he was tangling with DeAndre Hunter.
And Tim, what the Pacers are telling you is that we're going to do whatever we have to do. And you see what I'm saying? That's what he does, Tim. Hunter is a veteran player. You cannot allow them to get you kicked out of this game. This game is too important. here it is. We have the benefit.
Yeah, Jim, I stand corrected. It was Benedict Mathurin.
Oh, it was.
Mathurin.
Yeah, that's
and
what
Hunter
I'm talking about, yeah.
that got entangled. So it was Benedict Mathurin and DeAndre Hunter. And if you recall,
I told you he's an issue, man.
And it was Benedict Mathurin who sent Hunter down, and that resulted in the thumb injury in game 1. So they're going to have a look at all of this. Now, Miles Turner came over and gave Hunter a really good shove.
And Mathurin, but look what Mathurin did, Tim. He played right into that. And that's the way, that's what they're doing. And Carlisle is all over the officials because you know what he wants. He wants somebody kicked out of the game.
Well, again, they're going to look at it and figure it all out. I'm sure there's going to be some technicals here. The issue with me is that Miles Turner came flying over out of nowhere and put a vicious shove.
Oh,
well, Mathurin.
He hit him low, Tim.
He hit him low. Mathurin and Hunter then went over and shoved Mathurin down, and then Turner came out of nowhere.
He hit him below the belt.
Hunter. So again, this is everything they'll have to sort through. As the ball was being inbounded, Mathurin delivered a low shot to DeAndre Hunter. Hunter took exception to that, as anybody would, and he pushed Mathurin, and then Turner came flying at DeAndre Hunter and leveled a forceful shot on DeAndre Hunter. So they're having a long look at the monitor right here as they try to piece the puzzle together. We've got 4:32 to go first quarter. Pacers are up 22-10. I want to remind you that Cavs joined Trusted Sec to support Greater Cleveland Food Bank's Harvest for Hunger campaign. $1 provides 3 meals. So visit Cavs.com/food drive to support the Cavs food drive and fight hunger.
Tim, it's so early in the game. Mathurin initiated it. You know how they do it. They call a technical on both and let it go.
And again, the response from DeAndre Hunter. He shoved Mathurin to the floor.
And Mathurin played in. Look at it, Tim.
And again, it was Mathurin that delivered the low shot as the ball was being inbounded. And again, right here, this is where, how long are you going to look at this? I mean, Jim and I have been up here looking at the monitor, and now John Goebel finally takes the headset off.
And they're still talking, Tim. I just think they're going to whitewash it by rubbing hands together and give each of them a tee, and let's keep moving. It's early in the first quarter.
How about Turner, Jim? I think he should be teed up. He's the one that came over.
No question.
So here we go. Let's hear from John Goebel, our crew chief.
After the personal foul, there was a dead ball contact by Mathurin where he extends a close-handed fist into the sternum of Hunter. He's being assessed a flagrant foul penalty 2 for this act. Hunter is being assessed a technical foul for the push to Mathurin and a technical foul on Turner as well. Therefore, play will be resumed with Hunter shooting 2 free throws for a flagrant foul penalty 2. It will be Cleveland basketball.
Well, it took a while, but Jim, I think they got it right.
Yeah, they did, Tim.
They got it right.
And they got it right early. Go ahead.
Because Mathurin, as we were explaining to our listeners, he delivered the initial shot to DeAndre Hunter. To be honest, I think it was lower than the sternum. Yeah, but that being said,
he's got to go, Tim.
And then Hunter said, I'm not going to put up with that. He pointed a finger in Mathurin's face, shoved him down. Okay. And then it was Turner that came over and said, I'm going to put my arm into DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, Mathurin
so I think they got it all right.
They did, Tim, and this kid has a history. I told you that the first game when he came in the game. You know what I mean? And there was no need to do that. There was no need to do that. They got it right. Now look at Carlisle. Carlisle's trying to get it in his favor, as any coach would. He's trying to get his word in. But he balled his fist up and hit Hunter. That's why Hunter's response was as it was.
If Rick Carlisle had simply looked up at the replays on the Humongotron, he would have seen the blow that Mathurin delivered to DeAndre Hunter. Donovan Mitchell misses the first free throw.
Come on, guys.
Cavaliers down 12, 22-10, 4:32 to go first quarter. We've had a couple of dust-ups already as the intensity level has raised here at Gainbridge.
And, Tim, this is what the playoffs are about. There's so much at stake. Cavs win this game 2-2 with the home court advantage, where the next 2 out of 3 will be played in Cleveland. I like our chances.
Cavs trying to become the 6th team in NBA history to drop the first 2 at home in a best-of-7. We'll try to rally back and win the series.
But, Tim, that's huge. Mathurin had 23 points last game.
On the inbounds, DeAndre Hunter works right of the lane, pulls up, shoots, left it short, rebound grab by Ben Shepherd, who's now in for Indiana. 22-11, Pacers by 11. Here's Haliburton, left of the lane, down the lane, scooped and scored. So Haliburton has already matched his effort of Friday. He's got 4 points. 24-11. Cavs down 13 as Mitchell heads to the forecourt. Mitchell with a beautiful crossover. Heads to the bucket. Got knocked down. No foul call. 5-on-4 again as Mitchell hobbling to get back. Right side. Nembhard thought about a 3. Now steps inside the arc. Shoots and hits. Andrew Nembhard makes it 26-11. The Cavs will have to dig themselves out of a hole.
That's right. Keep your poise.
Hunter being muscled by Haliburton, and the foul is called on Tyrese Haliburton.
I like that, Tim. But they missed the big one against Donovan. All kinds of contact. But my main concern is just stay with your game plan. Show some poise, guys. Stay tough.
So DeAndre Hunter at the free throw line, shooting 2. DeAndre has had games of 11. Of course, he didn't play in game 2, and then Friday night he had an 8.5 rebound game.
All right, well, I told you before the game that Hunter's my guy. You know, when you go over everybody and everybody's matchup, they don't really have a guy to handle DeAndre if he can stay aggressive.
Hunter swishes the second. So DeAndre Hunter makes it 26-13 with 3:35 to go. First quarter of play. Indiana has jumped out in front before a raucous crowd. Here's Toppin in front of the Cavs bench. Got it out front to Thomas Bryant, who's in. Bryant on the handoff to Haliburton. Chucks it on the right side to Nembhard. Nembhard driving on Mobley. Nembhard left of the lane. Shoots over Evan. Missed on the bank. Late whistle and a foul. And that'll be on Evan Mobley.
Is it Mobley or was it Hunter?
Well, they got it on Hunter. You're right, Jim. Late foul
Tim,
on
Hunter had the inside position.
The ball goes back to the Pacers. 3:20 to go here in the quarter. Here's Nembhard out front against Mobley. And, we've got Merrill and Haliburton battling, and now they get a foul on Sam Merrill. Boy, the fouls.
That's right, Tim. It's almost, that's the Carlisle effect. You know, he was eating the officials up.
So it'll be Tyrese Haliburton shooting 2. A couple of texts we want to get in. Dr. Bob out in Albuquerque. Great to hear from him. We got Barry in Minneapolis as Haliburton. Good on that first free throw. 5-point first quarter for Tyrese Haliburton.
You know, you're calling these kind of fouls, and Donovan Mitchell goes to the rim and can't get a call, and he got hit twice, Tim. So you got to suck it up and stay tough.
28-13. Cavs down 15 with 3:08 to go here in the first quarter. Ty Jerome in the center circle. Comes around a Mobley screen. Jerome with a hesitation. Comes right to the lane, into the lane, and he gets called for a travel.
Yes, he did, Tim, because he's hurrying. Don't hurry. You're not slow walking. Take your time.
Indiana with the ball, the lead, and the momentum. Here's Nembhard out front against Sam Merrill. Nembhard changing hands on the dribble. Nembhard lost the ball, scooped it back up, comes around Merrill, drops it down low to Bryant. Bryant put it up. No! Whistle and a foul. And that's going to put Thomas Bryant at the free throw line.
You know, he's looking at the rim, Tim, you know, like he should have made it. Well, he should have, but you didn't. All of that works against you, Tim.
Got that foul on Sam Merrill. That is 3 fouls on Sam Merrill.
Wow.
Sam Merrill has played 3 minutes and 8 seconds. He's got 3 fouls as Thomas Bryant hits the first free throw. So Bryant hits the first. 29-13. Second free throw from Bryant is good.
Sam's got 3. Garland's got 2, and he got his earlier.
Full court pressure again from Indiana. Mitchell in the backcourt from the handoff of Evan Mobley. Donovan Mitchell through the center circle. Mitchell splits a double team and will get a reach-in foul on the Pacers. Boy, Jim, Indiana is in the shirts of the Cavaliers. They are being unrelenting at that defensive end.
And, Tim, they have some depth, and they're not afraid to take fouls. It's a hands-on defense. And what you have to do what Donovan just did. Attack it. You can't allow that just to set up a play and move back and forth because advantage defense. Donovan knows what to do.
Donovan 0 of 4 from the field so far. First free throw is good. Mitchell now with 3 points in the ball game. Here's McConnell back in for Indiana. Cavaliers going with Merrill, Mitchell, Jerome, Hunter, and Evan Mobley.
And you remember the other night when they put McConnell in, that's when they started to play better, Tim. So McConnell, you got to watch him because he is an aggressive type player.
Mitchell short on that second free throw. 16-point lead for the Pacers. 2.5 to go first quarter here in Indiana. Ben Shepherd in the right corner, got it out front to McConnell.
Cavs in that zone.
McConnell lob left corner. Bryant with a 3. Got it right in front of the Cavalier bench. Thomas Bryant hits the 3 ball. 33-14. Here's Merrill out front. Quick flick. In and out. Rebound Toppin. Toppin on the handoff to McConnell. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play. It's all Indiana so far. Nembhard on the left wing against Merrill. Nembhard cross court right side to McConnell. McConnell takes it to the baseline. McConnell against Mitchell. McConnell bounce right of the lane to Bryant. He'll shoot over Mobley. Miss it. Rebound Ty Jerome. Jerome tosses it to Donovan Mitchell at the half-court line. Mitchell right in front of the scorer's table. Mitchell against McConnell. Donovan Mitchell fires left side to Merrill. Cavaliers have spread the floor. Merrill on the handoff to Mitchell. 5 on the shot clock. Mitchell looking for his screen. Comes around Nembhard, left of the lane, into the lane. Rolled it up and in. There's his first field goal.
That's right, Tim. They wanted him to take the jumper, but he took the shot he wanted.
33-16. Cavs back to within 17. Toppin with a right wing 3. Missed it. Whistle and a foul on the rebound. Let's see what Curtis Blair has here. He's got that one on Ben Shepherd.
He called it right. Ben Shepherd just jumped him.
Right on the back of Ty Jerome. Yep. We're marching all the way to the other end with both teams in the bonus. It'll be Ty Jerome shooting 2.
And Tim, they call that physicality. It's really not. But what it does do is trying to send a message. This is their way of being physical. Stay with it, Cavs. Stay with it.
Ty Jerome during the season shot 87% from the line in the playoffs. He's been at 83%. Swishes that first.
And you know what happens to shooters. You know, once they make a couple of free throws, it seems like everything falls in place.
It's Max Strus checking back in for the Cavaliers. Sam Merrill will sit down with those 3 fouls. Strus re-enters as a 3 ball.
And some great activity.
Ty Jerome line left. Good on the second.
I like it, Tim. Maybe that'll help him get going.
Yes. 33-18. Cavaliers down with 1:08 to go here in the first quarter of play. Nembhard for Indiana. Comes around a screen from Toppin, gives it to Obi, and he'll drive and score. Toppin set the pick and then roll. They call that a pick and roll. And now Toppin at the other end, almost with the steal as he knocked it out of bounds near sideline.
Yeah, they're a little more aggressive than we are, Tim, but that's what making shots will do. You start making shots, you feel good about your defense and everything. I tell the Cavs, keep your poise, run your stuff.
Mitchell, near sideline, throws it into Mobley. Mobley, top of the three-point arc. Mobley, sideline left to Strus. Strus on the right-hand dribble, out front, unloads. Got a three ball. Max Strus, his second bomb of the quarter.
Show him the way, Max.
35-21. Again, Max Strus, back-to-back 20-plus games. First time ever in his playoff career he's done that. Topping at the other end, his three too strong. Rebound DeAndre Hunter. Hunter got hit in the backcourt. Foul called on Thomas Bryant. And the Cavaliers now chipping away at this thing.
Getting some free throws. That all helps when the clock stops.
Well, we march to the other end where DeAndre Hunter will head to the charity stripe. DeAndre 3 of 4 from the line tonight. Dean Wade's going to get in for the Cavaliers as he heads to the scorer's table. 35-21. Indiana with the advantage. But you sense that surge that the Pacers had, Jim, is starting to subside a little bit.
It is, Tim, and the crowd is a big part of it, too. You know, your home court advantage, you know what's at stake. All you have to do is ride the wave. Just keep your poise. Don't let anything distract you. We're good enough to win this game, but we have to prove it to ourselves.
DeAndre Hunter averaging 11.8 in the playoffs. It's that second. So Hunter's now 5 of 6 from the line, 35-23. Pacers with the basketball. And there will be a 2-for-1 for the Cavaliers. Nembhard left wing, cross court right side Shepherd. His three is good. Ben Shepherd. It's only his 4th 3-ball of the entire playoffs. Makes it 38-23. Cavs can run it all the way down. Here's Mitchell on the left side. 7 on the clock. Mitchell works to the middle. 5 on the clock. Mitchell with 4 on the clock. 2 on the clock. Fired it underneath and whistled it right by Strus out of bounds.
You can't let the defense speed you up, Tim. I keep saying that.
Haliburton, half-court shot off the backboard no, and that ends the first quarter of play. Cavaliers are down 15 at the end of one. 38-23, Pacers lead it. Second quarter follows this on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Hey, Cavs fans, basketball is back, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cavs games or to any other live event in the land, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
That's the sound of a perfect paint project with Sherwin-Williams. Whether your next color play is a daring slam dunk statement like edgy gold or a smooth and rich touch like fine wine, Sherwin-Williams has the perfect hue to up your game. With more than 1,700 colors, your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams has got you covered with the very best paint. Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
As down payments get bigger, millions of renters across America feel like they'll never be able to buy a home. So instead of lowering expectations, Rocket Mortgage is lowering down payments to 1% for eligible home buyers with One Plus, helping more renters become owners. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to get a head start on your starter home.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
Maxwell in concert. The Serenade Tour 2025. Saturday, August 16th. Rocket Arena. Maxwell. With special guest, Lucky Day. Tickets on sale now at rocketarena.com. Don't miss Maxwell Live.
The Alan Cox Show. New to recreation. Afternoons at 2. I take it all off on WMMS.
Cavs down 15 as we head to the second, 38-23. Pacers on top. Boy, Jim, the bugaboo for the Cavaliers in that first quarter of play. Turnovers, 7 turnovers for the Cavs.
Yeah, and Tim, what it's all about, give the Pacers some credit. they didn't really make that adjustments as far as their strategy, but they made adjustments as far as their attitude. They're coming in here, hands-on defense, daring the officials to make the call, and then doing a couple of flagrant things to try to distract us. But what I'm trying to say, Tim, it's all about your poise and having confidence in what you know you can do.
See if Serena can talk about some Cavalier adjustments as they're down 15. Serena?
Tim, you just mentioned those turnovers, right? That was one of the things that Kenny brought up in that huddle. They've got to clean that up. It's a possession game, as we all know. But he also said specifically, take it to another level with our contest, right? Jump higher. And look, the guys echoing in that huddle, it is a long game. There are still 3 quarters left. Stay with it.
38-23, Cavs down 15 as we get ready to start the second quarter of play. Hey, tickets for the Cavs playoffs presented by Phantom Fireworks are on sale. Let them know with us at Rocket Arena and secure your spot to cheer on the Cavs. Go to Cavs.com/playoffs. Pacer basketball as we start quarter number 2. TJ McConnell against Wade. Lob in the left corner to top it. Obi with a 3. In and out. Rebound Dean Wade quickly to Strus. Cavs start the second with Jerome, Mitchell, Strus, Wade, and Mobley. Mitchell, right wing, stops. 3. Nope. The rebound will go out of bounds.
You had an open look there, too. Keep shooting it, Donovan. Keep attacking.
Donovan now 1 of 6 from the field. Right side, McConnell. His pass was deflected, and it came right back to TJ. He's in the right corner. McConnell harassed by Mobley, bounced it out front to Siakam. Siakam against Wade. Siakam lost the ball. Great defense by Dean Wade. Scooped up by Mobley. Mobley to the other end. Mobley into the paint, into Siakam. Put it up and in. Oh, they got Evan with a travel.
I'd like to see that again, Tim. I thought he was good on the move.
It'll be Pacer ball.
I like the aggressiveness. Stay with it, Mo.
It'll be TJ McConnell who will walk the ball through the center circle out front to Siakam. Pitches it right back to McConnell. McConnell on the right hand dribble draws Mitchell on a switch. McConnell down the right side. Siakam corner 3. Good.
You gotta guard him.
Pascal Siakam hits the 3 ball.
You gotta contest the shot.
Cavs down 18, 41-23. Here's Mitchell in the center circle. Left wing Mobley. Evans got a 3 ball. Missed it off the side of the rim. Rebound Jerome. No, they'll get tied Jerome with the foul as McConnell went to the deck. Game 5 Tuesday night at Rocket Arena. It'll tip off at 7 o'clock. Let's think positively that there will be a Game 6. And that will be Thursday here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Cavaliers looking to even up this series at 2 games apiece. Here's McConnell, top of the key. McConnell gives it off to Siakam. Lob in the lane to Toppin. Toppin left corner to Nembhard. Right back to Toppin. 5 on the clock. Toppin out front to Siakam. 3 on the clock. 3. Good. Wow, Siakam with 2 3-balls. And it's 44-23. Cavs down 21. Jerome throws it to Strus, and then Strus tried to scoop it up and lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, Jerome, Tim, is just not comfortable. He's just not comfortable.
As he will sit down, Darius Garland back in. Cavs with Garland, Mitchell, Strus, Wade, and Mobley. 44-23. It's been all Indiana. Here's McConnell. McConnell on the right wing. Bounced out front to Siakam. He's at 2 straight 3s. Now he'll shoot a foul line shot. He'll hit that.
Yeah, Wade he's not feeling Wade at all, Tim.
And now there's a turnover by the Cavs. McConnell, lob right corner to Shepard. Shepard tosses it out front to Nembhard. Swings it left side to McConnell. On the wing to Siakam. Siakam to the baseline. Back out front to McConnell. Left corner Siakam. Siakam, lob down low to Toppin. And timeout Cavs.
All Pacers.
That's an understatement. 48-23. The Pacers have a 25-point lead. 9:25 to go. First half at a roaring Gainbridge Fieldhouse. We'll take a break on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
High-scoring offense and lockdown defense, those are the ingredients for a deep playoff run. For every other ingredient, Cavs fans trust Giant Eagle and Market District. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, a thrilling selection of fresh favorites, and everyday value from our family of brands are your game day go-tos. You can score a Cavalanche of perks with My Perks, earning free groceries and gas along the way. It's time to let them know. Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Hey, Cavs fans, want to watch the Cavs and all of your favorite games without cable? Check out Fubo. Fubo has over 170 live channels, including the likes of ESPN, Fox, NBC, and now FanDuel Sports Network is available on Fubo. So you have a new option to watch all Cavs games carried on FanDuel Sports Network without having to subscribe to cable. Fubo is an official partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. To try it for free, visit Fubo.tv. That's FUBO.tv.
Hear that? That's Ralphie, my poodle. And he's happy because he's about to get a piece of cheese. Yeah, there's a pill hiding in that piece of cheese, but Ralphie doesn't seem to mind. Cheese is cheese. I get all his medications at Discount Drug Mart because I know the Drug Mart pharmacy carries only the highest quality, from heartworm and flea to antibiotics and pain meds. And they're all at super low prices. So I can afford that fancy kibble he likes so much. And that makes me as happy as Ralphie. Thanks, Discount Drug Mart.
The Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine, known as LECOM, is a proud partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. LECOM, the nation's largest and most applied-to medical school, is just 90 minutes from Cleveland and trains the next generation of doctors, dentists, pharmacists, and podiatrists. At LECOM, we expand the boundaries of medical knowledge, challenging our students and preparing them to realize their potential. Visit lecom.edu to learn more. At LECOM, we make dreams a reality. We make doctors.
Alan Cox. You remember me? We made out in an alley. Afternoons at 2 on WMMS.
9:24 to go first half. And the Cavaliers have a tall mountain to climb. 48-23. They trail Indiana here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Tim Elkhorn along with Jim Jones. We're thrilled to have Serena Winters with us throughout the postseason. Serena sitting courtside. And she just emerged from that Cavalier huddle. Serena, what do you have?
I mean, Tim, it was once again talk about the turnovers, but specifically with those 10 turnovers, what do they have to do? It means all of us working together is what Kenny said on the offense. And then defensively, just have to raise that level. He said, look, you've got to get into them, pressure them even more, try to make them feel you, make them uncomfortable, and try to go on a run here.
Yeah, because that's what they're doing to us, Serena. It's pretty obvious. Hands-on defense, forcing us to take quick shots. A lot of indecisions. Cavs with 10 turnovers that have led to 16 points.
10 turnovers, 4 of 17 from the field, 3 of 10 from downtown. And it's the flip side of the coin for Indiana. 18 of 31 from the field, 8 of 13 in 3 balls. That's 61%. Cavaliers will try to chip away at this thing as Garland brings the ball to the forecourt. DG comes around Mobley. Garland slips down, tangled up in the paint, and a foul will be called.
We'll take it.
He got hit on the head.
It looked like he hit a slippery spot too, Tim. He tried to go low. But don't forget he's got that bad toe.
Right. The foul is on McConnell. DG appears to be all right as he heads to the near side of the floor. Over on the far side, it'll be Mitchell to inbound, and now Strus got held onto by Shepard. And that's going to result in Max Strus going to the free throw line because, well, actually, it'll be Donovan Mitchell because the ball hadn't been inbounded yet.
Well, that's what Carlisle wants. He said, I've been on teams like that where coaches say, hey, you hold them until they blow that whistle.
So Donovan Mitchell going to get a freebie for the Cavs. Rolls that free throw in. 6 points for Donovan, but only 1 field goal.
Yeah, we get Donovan going, Tim, and pick up our defense, be a little more aggressive on the rotations and the closeouts.
Mitchell throws it into Mobley. Evan on the handoff, Strus. He's got a 3. In and out. Rebound. Fought for. Mitchell able to corral it. Back to Strus in the middle to Mobley. Left wing Wade. Down in the corner to Garland. 8 on the shot clock. DG against McConnell. DG. Crossover. Heads to the baseline. McConnell reached in and fouled him.
Yeah, he's not going to argue the point. You're talking about a pigeon. McConnell not known for his defense, Tim.
It'll be DG heading to the free throw line, shooting 2 with 8:55 to go here in the first half of play.
Garland with no points, Tim. We got to get him going.
DG had 10 on Friday.
Got to get him going. Get your backcourt going.
Of course, Friday was the first playoff game that he had played since Game 2 of the Miami series. Garland perfect on both free throws. 48-26. Cavs just trying to whittle it down somewhat. McConnell out front, ball deflected. McConnell got it back, tosses it to Toppin to Siakam. He's hot. Siakam on the handoff to Ben Shepherd in the middle to Toppin. Toppin with 7 on the shot clock. Left wing to Shepherd, gave it to Nimhart. Back out front to Siakam. 2 on the clock. Siakam, top of the key, left it short. Ball tipped to the half-court line, and there's Toppin to grab it.
You play that kind of good defense. Let's do it again.
It's tough. Toppin drives the baseline, up and under the basket, and good on the layup. Obi Toppin makes it 50-26. Toppin has 11. 24-point lead with 8:10 to go. Mitchell at the foul line. He got bumped by Ben Shepherd, and the foul will be on Shepherd. Donovan saying, I'm rolling up with that shot. I'm heading to the free throw line. Hey, don't forget Mike Snyder's coming up at the half with the McDonald's halftime report. Cavaliers trying to create some more positive moments here in the first half.
Tim, I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm looking at Donovan, and he's warming up, Tim. You know, he's trying to figure a few things out on how they're guarding him, how they're playing him. He knows there's pressure on him as he comes up the floor. I'd spread that middle of the floor and give him all of that, Tim, so he can make a move. But he's warming up, Tim. He's trying to get that rhythm.
Mitchell hits the free throws. Cavaliers pulled it within 50-29 with 8 minutes to go in the half. Shepherd, right corner. Eludes Wade. 3-ball, no. Rebound Strus. Quickly to Garland. Garland right in front of the scorer's table. Garland on the left-hand dribble. Right wing Strus. 3-ball Max. Short. Rebound McConnell. McConnell quickly to the forecourt, pushing the pace into the lane. Shot blocked by Mitchell as he just shot it out of bounds.
And that's how McConnell scores a lot, Tim, early in the clock in transition. But he was denied that time. That's a good defensive stand in transition.
Donovan trailing the play. Blocked that one out of bounds. There's DeAndre Hunter checking back in for the Cavaliers.
It will be Donovan, yeah.
It will be Mitchell to sit.
Got to give him some rest sooner or later.
And now Aaron Nesmith back in for Indiana.
Okay, so now Garland becomes the focal point, Tim, as far as attacking. He's got Strus on one side and he's got Hunter on the other side, and both can make shots.
Inbounds goes to Nesmith, tosses it to McConnell. McConnell, run of the lane, into the lane. Short shot on Wade is good. TJ McConnell with his first 2 points of the ball game. Cavs down 23. Garland. And what do we got? Away from the basketball, an offensive foul called on Evan Mobley. It's going to get Jared Allen back in the ball game, as Mobley will sit. Cavaliers have been called for 8 fouls in the ball game. Siakam at the half-court line. He's had a good first half with 12. Tosses it into T.J. McConnell. McConnell back to Siakam. Siakam out front against Hunter. Siakam tosses it to Turner. Left side to T.J. McConnell. McConnell back out front to Nesmith. Works it right wing to Siakam. Quickly to Turner. Turner with 6 on the clock. Hands it back to Siakam.
Could have called the same thing there, Tim.
Foul on DeAndre Hunter.
You could have called the same, because Turner pushed off with both hands. The same thing that they said that Mobley did.
Hunter picks up his second foul. And Kenny Atkinson says, all right, let's get Sam Merrill in. Now Sam Merrill's playing with 3 fouls, as Max Strus will take a seat. 52-29. Pacers with the big lead. Indiana led 38-23 at the end of one. They've outscored the Cavs 14-6 in the second, and now 16-6 as McConnell has an easy layup. He took it right down the lane, and nobody there to stop him. Cavs down 25 with under 7 to go here in the half. Merrill through the center circle. Sam on the handoff to Garland. Garland gets the screen from Jared Allen. Garland against Miles Turner. DG, right of the lane, out front Wade. Dean swings it left side to Hunter. DeAndre's three off the side of the rim. Rebound Wade. Wade on the handoff to Hunter. Hunter to the baseline. Short shot is short. Rebound Miles Turner. Quickly to Neesmith. Neesmith into the forecourt for Indiana. Neesmith outside the three-point arc. Tosses it to McConnell. McConnell against Merrill. McConnell to the baseline under the basket. In the lane to Turner. Bobbled it. Picked it up. Garland knocked it away. Grabbed by Neesmith. Into the paint. Put it up. Foul. Over there, and Neesmith heading to the free throw line to shoot two. We'll pause for station identification on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
100.7 WMMS, Cleveland.
An iHeartRadio station, your FM home for Cleveland Cavaliers basketball.
MMS. So Aaron Neesmith shooting two. Neesmith 90% from the free throw line, both regular season and playoffs.
And Tim, he hasn't had to do much scoring. That's only his fourth point of the game. He's only taken 2 field goal shots, but Siakam has been the difference maker. Siakam and Toppin.
Smith hit the first. Here comes Toppin back in as Siakam will take a seat. Obi Toppin has 11. There's a round of applause for Siakam as he heads to the bench. He's got 12. Aaron Neesmith, who started as a Boston Celtic, came to Indiana in the Malcolm Brogdon deal. Hits them both. Makes it 56-29. It has been an uphill climb for the Cavs. Isaac Okoro seeing his first action in the ballgame. Isaac has checked in. Here's Garland in the center circle around Allen. DG with a three. Got it!
Like to see more of that, Tim. I know he wants to get everybody involved. That's his nature as a point guard, but he needs to score. We need his points.
56-32. Under 6 to go first half. Pacers with a 24-point lead. Trying to take a 3-1 lead in the series. Wow. From the basketball. We'll get Isaac DG. Wow, DG just picked up his third. History repeating itself. DG was in trouble all night on Friday. And
I don't believe that, Tim. I watched DG all the way when they gave the ball up. He did not foul that man. I mean, what the heck is going on?
It'll be Haliburton to inbound just to the right of the Cavalier bench. Gets it into Nimhart. Nimhart being chased by Merrill. Nimhart left side to Turner. Turner backs up. Gave it to Haliburton. Haliburton against Jared Allen. 5 on the clock. Haliburton. Allen stays right with him. Haliburton 1 on the clock. Got it down low. Toppin with a baseline shot that missed. Rebound Merrill. And Neesmith knocked it out of his hands, out of bounds. Cavs basketball. 56-32. Cavs low for a half in the playoffs.
Get it down to 15, Tim. I could live with that.
Here's Mitchell up the right side. Donovan stops. 3. Too strong. Rebound Merrill. Gave it right back to Mitchell. Mitchell into the lane. Scoops high off the glass, and it rolled out. Been a tough night for Donovan. Back comes Indiana to the other end. Haliburton down low. Turner put it up in, and Hunter was grabbing onto him. It'll be an and one for Miles Turner.
He didn't grab onto him hard enough, Tim.
So Miles Turner heading to the free throw line. And now Hunter has 3 fouls. So you've got Merrill with 3, Hunter with 3, Garland with 3.
As aggressive as the Pacers are, it's hard to believe, Tim. It's hard to believe that they haven't done more fouling, or at least called.
So here's Turner, free throw, no good. Rebound. Turner tapped it, got it out front to Nimhart. Cavs couldn't get the rebound. Turner on the handoff. Haliburton into the lane. Left corner, Neesmith. Wide open 3. No. Rebound. Toppin. Banked it in. Timeout, Cavs. 60-32. 28-point lead for Indiana. 4:53 to go first half. Pacers have their biggest lead in a game where the Cavs have never led. We'll take a timeout on a Medical Mutual Cavaliers audioverse.
20 years of Jonas, living the dream tour, performing Nick Solo and the administration, Joe and DNCE, and the Jonas Brothers, Kevin, Nick, and Joe, playing Rocket Arena November 11th, with special guest, the All-American Rejects, the greatest celebration of Jonas ever in one incredible show. Get tickets now at rocketarena.com.
Suspect a natural gas leak? Gainbridge Gas Ohio reminds you, first move your feet, then call when you're down the street. A gas leak might have a smell like rotten eggs, or you might see blowing dirt or bubbling water. A leaking pipeline might also make a hissing sound that you can hear. And whether you're an individual or contractor, state law requires you to call 811 before you dig to have underground utilities marked. Dial 811 at least 2 business days prior to digging for your safety. For more safety information, visit enbridge.com, keyword natural gas safety.
At Cleveland Clinic, every moment matters. So you unite as one to care for hearts like your very own. You push your minds to help heal theirs. And you forge new paths to help fight cancers. Because when defying the odds is what you do, the right care can change everything. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
Mitchell, left of the lane, Euro steps, pops and scores! Oh, what a shot by Donovan Mitchell.
The Cleveland Cavaliers playoffs presented by Phantom Fireworks are here.
Garland still on the dribble, bounce left of the lane to Mobley, spins! Pow! Oh, my!
It's time to let them know at Rocket Arena and secure your spot to cheer on the Cavs now at SeatGeek.com.
Top side to Mitchell, Donovan, right corner Garland, another three. That one is right on the mark. Welcome to the playoffs. Cavaliers down 28 at 60-32 with 4:53 to go first half. Indiana has come out and dominated this game from the start. The Cavaliers desperately looking for a combination and a strategy to get themselves back in it. Let's see what they talked about in the huddle. Here's Serena Winters.
Well, Tim, Max Strus was the guy to step in that huddle, and he said, look, guys, we've got to run our plays, run our offense. If we get hot, no one can stop us, but we have to believe. And look, this is a guy that has been to the Eastern Conference Finals. This is a guy that has been to the finals. He knows what it takes to win. So to have him come over and be that voice once again in that huddle says big.
Yes, it is, Serena. And it's not even about X's and O's, and it wasn't when the game started. It was about showing poise and toughness and confidence under this Pacer barrage. And what they've done, they've been more physical than us, and they're a hands-on defense.
Cavs with the ball off the inbound, and they have faced full court pressure pretty much throughout.
Yep.
Coro got it into Strus. Strus heads to the forecourt, lobbed it out front to Mobley. Mobley on the handoff to Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell. Cavs only have 2 two-point field goals. They have 4 from downtown. Here's a Coro, 2 on the clock. He'll scoop and didn't hit anything. Rebound grab by Miles Turner. Quickly to Nembhard. Nembhard into the forecourt, top of the key. Nembhard bounced right of the lane. Turner muscling into Strus. Missed the shot. Rebound Mobley. It'll start on the defensive end if the Cavaliers are to get back in it. Mobley into the paint. Mobley cut off, got it out front to Strus. Max directing traffic. Strus chased from behind. Strus drives, had it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. Max is saying there needs to be a foul right there, but no whistle.
But he has the right idea, Tim. Attack the basket. Put some pressure on their defense.
Cavs 6 of 27 from the field, 4 of 15 from beyond the arc. 9 on the clock. Mitchell to inbound. Donovan lob out front to Jared Allen. Allen hands it right back to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell around in the Coro screen, and ice just got called for an offensive foul. Okoro setting that screen.
And he moved him. You know, you're sitting over there watching the game, and you see how they're calling it. You got to do better than that. He did move.
The Pacers still with that 28-point lead. 3:57 to go first half. Here comes Andrew Nembhard. Nembhard, 5 in the game. Unloads, missed. Rebound Strus quickly to Mitchell. Mitchell bounces it to Mobley. Mobley comes left to the lane. Mobley cut off by Nembhard. Got it out front to Strus. Around the right side, Mitchell. 3. Got it!
Oh, we'll take it. Whatever it takes, we'll take it. Especially three-pointers, Tim.
Donovan Mitchell now with 12 points in the ball game. 60-35. You think that didn't mean much? That could get him going. And now at the other end, another foul on the Cavaliers. We're going to get that one on Strus. Kenny sarcastically saying to John Goble, you know, they're doing that at the other end as well.
And they are, Tim.
Here's Haliburton at the free throw line. They get your 25-26 Cavs United ticket memberships. Your membership grants access to Cavs games and benefits that last all year, like playoff priority, team shopping, concession discounts, and more. Join the wine and gold. As a Cavs United member, go to Cavs.com/enroll. Haliburton missed that first free throw as it spun out. Haliburton, his free throw shooting has dropped in postseason. He was 85% during the regular season, 78% in the playoffs, although he connects on the second. 61-35. Cavs down, 3:20 to go in the half. Garland works to the left side. Garland, lob. No, it was a shot. Or was it a lob, and he just got fouled? Either way, Garland got hacked. I saw Mobley cutting to the rim, Jim. I'm not sure if that would have been a lob to Evan.
I thought it was a lob, Tim, but I like what DG is doing. He sat over there enough because of foul trouble that he sees what has to be done. It's got to be dribble penetration. I like 5 out.
Garland hits the first.
But passing around on the perimeter, all that does is throw fire on an aggressive Pacer defense. More hands on. You have to go north-south. You have to go down that lane to put pressure on their defense.
That Siakam top-in rotation continues. Siakam in, top-in out.
Question is, will we have enough time to catch him, Tim? And that's what my biggest concern is.
3:16 to go in the half as Garland rattled that second one in. Cavs down 24. DG now 4 of 4 from the line. 61-37 with 3:08 to go, second quarter. Turner out front to Nembhard. Nembhard lob to Miles. Miles in the paint. There's an easy bank shot. Miles Turner makes it 63-37. Under 3 to go, second quarter. Here's Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell hands it off to Mobley at base of the center circle. Evan gave it to Strus. Max left of the lane, bounced down low, and Allen fumbled it out of bounds.
He wasn't even ready to receive it, Tim. Didn't have his hands up. Because if Strus gives you the ball, you're probably open.
So a 26-point lead for Indiana. They've got the ball with 2:40 to go here in the first half. Haliburton in the middle to Nembhard. Nembhard lob, sideline right to Haliburton. Quick toss right back to Nembhard. Nembhard with 10 on the shot clock. Nembhard picked up by Mitchell on a switch. Gave it left side to Nesmith. On the wing to Siakam. Right back to Nesmith. 4 on the clock. Nesmith, right wing, jumper, swish. Boy, Indiana is really clicking. They fetched their biggest lead, 65-37. They're up by 28. Here's Mitchell. Left wing. Bounce to Garland. 3. No. And the Cavs are not clicking.
Ice cold, Tim. Wide open.
Here comes Nesmith to the other end with 2 minutes to go in the half. 65-37 Pacers. Haliburton left side Nesmith. Nesmith out front. Turner. 3. It's been that kind of half. And now we got a technical on Max Strus, I believe. Well, the foul was on Max, and now Max just got teed up as frustrations boiling for the Cavaliers. Strus Haliburton. Haliburton swiped at Strus because Max had put an arm on him.
Yep.
And then Strus responded, and it's usually the retaliation that gets caught, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Well, that's been the tone here, Tim. They hit us first, and anytime we retaliate, I've always been of the belief, do unto them before they do unto you. To you. And we haven't been doing that.
The lead is 32. 69-37. Haliburton, long three. The lead is now 35 as Haliburton hits the three ball. This has just been an unbelievably tough first half for the Cavs. Mitchell got it to Allen. Allen left side, Garland, three, no, rebound, Siakam. Ahead to Haliburton. Haliburton behind his back on the dribble. Haliburton on the left sideline. Haliburton against Garland. Haliburton left of the lane, under the basket, right sideline to Nembhard, out front Nesmith, left wing Turner. 8 on the clock. Miles Turner hands it off to Nesmith. Nesmith comes around Allen, bounce to Turner, 2 on the clock. Turner with a 3, got it.
They worked it, Tim. They worked it.
Just an unbelievable first half for Indiana, and one that the Cavaliers have not been able to match. 75-37. Yes, if you just turned us on, 75-37 Pacers. Mitchell, left wing, 3 ball, no, rebound, goes to Turner. Off to Haliburton, long pass ahead to Nesmith, out front Turner, long 3. Wow. Turner has 3 straight threes. 41-point lead for Indiana.
Tim, he's good, but he's not that good. The Cavs defense struggling. Wow, to say the least.
78-37. Cavs are going to wind it all the way down. Garland 4 on the clock, into the lane, up with the left hand, and good. Makes it 78-39. Nesmith to the other end. 1 on the clock. The jumper. Got it.
It's good.
Nesmith, nobody contested him. He hit the jumper as the buzzer sound. Indiana has an 80-point first half. 80 in the first half for the Pacers as they are taking it to the Cavaliers in Game 4. 80-39, Pacers with a 41-point lead at the intermission. Mike, as Forrest Gump said, that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, there's not much more. The score says it all, Tim. It has been just awful. There's no other way to put it, as we are at the halftime for the McDonald's halftime report. The Cavaliers in this Game 4, and it was a 5-5 game, and since then it has been all Indiana in every way, shape, and form, as the scoreboard tells you. And we'll get into what's gone on. Well, Brad Sellers is with me. We'll get Brad's thoughts, and we'll look ahead right now for this Cavs team. But this was just so disappointing coming off of the performance on Friday night, and to see it go the way it is right now with Indiana in front by an 80-39 margin. It's time for the McDonald's halftime report, and we'll be back after this timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
Progressive knows when you're in your RV, you're already on vacation. That's when you become Vacation You, who just camped where there's absolutely no shade. Even though regular you burns easily. In fact, Vacation You burns too, but is too stubborn to admit it, which is why regular you gets in trouble at the dermatologist, because Vacation You doesn't do doctors. So bundle your RV with your home or auto policy and earn an automatic discount from Progressive. And spend the savings on the both of you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
That's the sound of a perfect paint project with Sherwin-Williams. Whether your next color play is a daring slam dunk statement like edgy gold or a smooth and rich touch like fine wine, Sherwin-Williams has the perfect hue to up your game. With more than 1,700 colors, your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams has got you covered with the very best paint. Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Big news, Cavs fans. Score big this season with Cavs Rewards. Link any existing credit card or debit card so you can earn and unlock exclusive Cavs experiences and prizes. Rewards include a trip to an away game, access to courtside seats, Cavs memorabilia, custom jerseys, and more. Join Cavs Rewards today and start earning points with purchases at the Cavs Team Shop, concessions at Rocket Arena, and other preferred Cavs Rewards locations. Visit Cavs.com/rewards to sign up for free and start earning.
Hey Cavs fans, when it comes to your health and well-being, Medical Mutual is your hometown health insurer. We offer Ohioans high-quality health insurance plans with access to the hospitals and doctors you know and trust. Plus, dental, vision, life and disability, and wellness plans to help you achieve and maintain your health. To learn more about individual Medicare and employer plans, visit medmutual.com. Medical Mutual, the official health insurer of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
The Alan Cox Show. If you have appropriate dress, afternoons at 2. Wear it on WMMS.
The McDonald's Halftime Report Playoff Edition starts right now. Here's Mike Snyder.
It is halftime in Indiana, and the Indiana Pacers are leading the Cavaliers by a score of 80-39. You are hearing me right, as the Cavaliers are really about the only good thing I can say about the first half is that it is over, as the Cavaliers just really beaten in every phase of the game by the Pacers, as the scoreboard indicates it, and it's been really a highlight film first half for Indiana.
Turner on the handoff. Haliburton into the lane. Left corner, Neesmith. Wide open three. No. Rebound. Toppin. Banked it in. Timeout, Cavs. 60-32. 28-point lead for Indiana.
The game was tied at 5, and then the Pacers went on a 9-0 run, and then they pushed it out to a 22-10 lead, and it's really just gotten worse from that point on. That's what you look at and see in the first two quarters. Indiana led at 38-23 after one. They were up then 48-23, and the Cavs got back within 21, and after that, Indiana just absolutely crushed the Cavaliers as they outscored them 28-10 the rest of the way to lead 80-39. Pacers at 60% from the field. They are 30 of 50. And this number for the Cavs, 8 of 32. The Cavs have only 8 made baskets in the first half. Donovan Mitchell with 12. He's got 3 of them. Darius Garland with 2 of them. He has 9. Indiana spreading it out. Miles Turner with 18. Pascal Siakam with 12. Obi Toppin with 13. Brad, there's not a whole lot more to say about the scoreboard. Tells you all right now as to what's happening to the Cavs. They're just getting dismantled.
You are absolutely right, my friend. The Cavaliers gave up 80 points. You heard me correctly. 80 points in the first half. And that's not going to win you many games. I mean, it's going to make it hard for a second half comeback, although we will try it. But we're down 41 at the half, Mike, and we got it in a variety of ways. Layups, threes, mismatches that the Pacers sought out on many of occasions. We got to try to figure out something here because they're putting an onslaught on us down in Indy.
They really are. The Cavs had that zone that worked in Game 3, but tonight Indiana figured it out, didn't they?
Yeah, well, the Cavs have some struggles tonight, and the struggles are real. One, I think the physicality of the game has gotten Cavs out of their composure. They've lost it. They lost that composure, and it's been chippy on just about everything. You touch me, I got something to say. You're complaining to the referees, right? We got to stay focused. I think you heard Jim talk about it during the contest. You got to keep your composure here. The crowd wants you to do that. The Pacers have made some adjustments here from the last game. One, they upped the pressure on us, start picking us up full court, trying to manhandle us, touch us all the time to make sure that they knew we were there. Secondly, they were seeking out the mismatches. So any cross match, they went inside. They caught Darius down there on Darius, Max, and a few others on some cross matches, and they made us pay for it. So we have to figure out, Mike, what kind of show we're going to do here. I don't know if you can make it all the way back. You're going to attempt to come back, but we have to show something in the second half that we've got our composure. We're going to try to chip away at this lead.
Well, show something. I mean, this is really as bad a performance as I can think of for the Cavs, and the scoreboard says it all. Every way, shape, and forward. 30-6 points in the paint for Indiana. Rebounding. Cavs have 14 turnovers, resulting in 23 points. They've just been totally discombobulated in every way, shape, or form. Yeah, you expected Indiana's best tonight, Brad, but you thought the Cavs, okay, you got a shot at them after winning that game Friday, and this was really, they've had no shot in this one from pretty much the early going of this game.
Well, they made just about everything they put up, and they played with energy. The Pacers played with desperation today. They got embarrassed at home the other night, and so they came out to set that table correct today, and we did not meet that energy from the beginning. And so you looked at what Mathurin did to DeAndre Hunter. I mean, that was he pushed him and then backed up and threw his arms up to the side like, "What's up? What you want to do?" Right?
I guess he closed the fist, and if you're just tuning in, he got ejected from the game.
But we have to keep our composure here. When you take apart a team, you have to take them apart methodically. We have to make some adjustments. We came back with the 3-2 defense that we had used successfully the other night. They picked that apart because they were ready for it,
and we had nowhere else to go.
We didn't pivot to anything else.
Yeah,
right. So this is what this is about. Games and playoffs are about stretches. Okay, you got a good run. All right. No matter what happens tonight, you're still coming back here on Tuesday, right? So let us figure out in the second half we can come out, play with some composure, chip away at the lead, and demonstrate to the Pacers that we're still formidable. And that's all you can ask for. Now, if you make it all the way back, that's great. You made a hell of a run back. If you did not, send a message to them that, okay, you're going to see me on Tuesday.
All right, Brad, we'll have a lot to talk about. Of course, on the post-game show, you're invited to join us. You can always text us your thoughts, comments, questions. 216-440-9566 is the way to do that, but nobody feeling good from the Cavs' perspective at the moment. 80-39 is our halftime score. Now, earlier today in Denver, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Thunder, they got even.
Gilgeous-Alexander to the rim and the layup. Lead is up to 7 as we approach 2 minutes to go.
More of a man look. They really were able to take Nikola Jokic away from the rim, get him out top so that SGA could drive it.
Thunder came back. They were down 6 through 3, and they come back and beat the Nuggets 92-87. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 25, and that series is now tied at 2, headed back to OKC for Game 5. That's also on Tuesday. Elsewhere, if you missed it yesterday in the East, the Celtics, they reasserted themselves as they blew out the Knicks in New York. And as Jaylen Brown put it afterwards,
yeah, you got to beat us 4 times. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Not twice, not once, not 3. You got to win 4 games. So just a lot of basketball to be played.
So the Celtics winning that game easily, 115-93. Knicks still lead the series 2-1, but as Jaylen Brown said, you got to beat Boston 4 times. So they've got Game 4 in that series will be tomorrow. And last night, it was Anthony Edwards putting on quite a show as he finished with 36 points, and the Wolves beat the Warriors 102-97. Minnesota takes a 2-1 lead over Golden State as the Warriors play without Steph Curry. Tickets for the Cavs playoffs presented by Phantom Fireworks are on sale. Let them know with us at Rocket Arena and secure your spot to cheer on the Cavs now at Cavs.com/playoffs. This is the McDonald's halftime report. At the half, I'm sorry to tell you, it's the Pacers 80, the Cavs 39. We'll go back to Tim and Jim in Indianapolis after this timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavs Audioverse.
Hey Cavs fans, basketball is back, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cavs games or to any other live event in the land, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Are you ready for the all-new Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live Glow and Fire? Come watch your favorite Hot Wheels Monster Trucks fly, crash, and smash with all new stunts. Featuring Scalosaurus, 5-Alarm, Tiger Shark, Bigfoot, and more. Thrilling freestyle motocross and the fire-breathing robot, Arctic Gun. Meet the Hot Wheels Monster Trucks up close at the pre-show party. Special kids ticket prices starting at just $10. Coming September 6th to Rocket Arena in Cleveland. Get tickets now at SeatGeek.com.
high-scoring offense and lockdown defense, those are the ingredients for a deep playoff run. For every other ingredient, Cavs fans trust Giant Eagle and Market District. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, a thrilling selection of fresh favorites, and everyday value from our family of brands are your game day go-tos. You can score a Cavalanche of perks with My Perks, earning free groceries and gas along the way. It's time to let them know. Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Hey, Cavs fans, want to watch the Cavs and all of your favorite games without cable? Check out Fubo. Fubo has over 170 live channels, including the likes of ESPN, Fox, NBC, and now FanDuel Sports Network is available on Fubo. So you have a new option to watch all Cavs games carried on FanDuel Sports Network without having to subscribe to cable. Fubo is an official partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. To try it for free, visit Fubo.tv. That's FUBO.tv.
Alan Cox.
I'm more of a San Pellegrino man myself.
Afternoons at 2 on WMMS.
Cavaliers are down by 41 at halftime, 80-39. Pacers lead it. They have dominated this basketball game from the absolute get-go. And now Cavaliers are looking at trying to get out of here and regroup and get ready for Game 5 on Tuesday night, but still 24 minutes to be played here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. But it's all Pacers, 80-39 at the intermission. Let's have a look at our Discount Drug Mart first half assist numbers. Discount Drug Mart, your one-stop shop that saves you the runaround. Well, there are all sorts of numbers that would tell the tale, but certainly the assist numbers would be up there. Indiana with 25 assists in the first half of play on 30 field goals. Cavaliers with three assists in the first half as they went 8 of 32 from the field. That tells the story. Discount Drug Mart first half assist brought to you by Discount Drug Mart, your one-stop shop that saves you the runaround. 41-point lead for Indiana. Third quarter follows this on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
The Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine, known as LECOM, is a proud partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. LECOM, the nation's largest and most applied-to medical school, is just 90 minutes from Cleveland and trains the next generation of doctors, dentists, pharmacists, and podiatrists. At LECOM, we expand the boundaries of medical knowledge, challenging our students and preparing them to realize their potential. Visit lecom.edu to learn more. At LECOM, we make dreams a reality. We make doctors.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs. The moment we've all been waiting for is here.
The fans now on the edge of their seats.
It's time to stay locked in to every single moment. Because you never know when history will be made. When it's win or go home, every moment matters. So don't miss a thing. NBA playoffs presented by Google continues on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
Hear that? That's the sound of your valuable free time ticking away as you go to the pharmacy multiple times a month to pick up your prescriptions. Hear that? No? That's because you've joined Discount Drug Mart's Sync Your Meds program. Drug Mart's pharmacists make sure all your prescriptions are in stock and ready on the same day each month so you can pick them all up with just one trip, which means your free time is yours to do whatever you want or nothing at all. Discount Drug Mart saves you the runaround.
Progressive knows when you're in your RV, you're already on vacation. That's when you become Vacation You, who just camped where there's absolutely no shade. Even though regular you burns easily. In fact, Vacation You burns too, but is too stubborn to admit it, which is why regular you gets in trouble at the dermatologist, because Vacation You doesn't do doctors. So bundle your RV with your home or auto policy and earn an automatic discount from Progressive. And spend the savings on the both of you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Rover.
They hate you in other countries.
Tomorrow morning from 6 to 11 on WMMS.
Cavs are in a 41-point hole as we start the third. Serena, I know you chatted with a coach. What can be said?
Yeah, stopped with assistant coach Mike Garrett at half. And look, offensively, what was said was the 23 turnovers, right? We have to do a better job taking care of the basketball. And then offensively, fighting for spots, setting better screens, having better spacing, executing in the half court. And then defensively, look, besides rebounding, which is just crushing them that first half, got to get into the ball better, got to contest center better. Number one, guys, just want to see more urgency in this second half.
With Brad Sellers talking about that at the intermission with Mike Snyder's. Cavs did force a Pacer turnover on Indiana's first possession in the third. And now at the other end, Neesmith picks up a foul.
Come on, Tim. You know, they've got a long way to go, and Tim, it's more than X's and O's. It's the way they're approaching the game with the intangibles.
Here's Strus out front. Cavs going left to right here in the second half, heading towards their own bench. DG 3 off the mark. Rebound scooped up right in front of the Cavs bench by Pascal Siakam. He had a 12-point first half. Boy, it was Miles Turner that did the damage with 18.
Yes, he did.
Siakam drives, scores, fouled. As it continues here in the third quarter of play. Well, Jim, let's talk about what the Cavaliers need to accomplish in our Rocket Built for Success. Rocket Own the Dream.
Well, Tim, they've got a long way to go. And this third quarter is going to tell us more than enough. If they can gather themselves and come out and play with poise and not play hurried. They didn't play with much confidence in that first half for whatever reason. But they've got a chance to get their act together. Even if they don't win the game, Tim, they have to play better than they played in the first half.
3-point play from Pascal Siakam, 83-39. 1 minute off the third quarter clock. Garland, right side, Strus into the paint, had it knocked out of his hands, grabbed by Jerome. Got it out front to Garland, left corner to Strus, 3, good.
Okay,
and
we'll take that.
Donovan Mitchell not starting the second half for the Cavaliers as Ty Jerome is out on the floor.
Tim, he was limping coming off the floor.
As Neesmith lobs it out front to Turner. 83-42, so we'll keep an eye on that scenario. As down low, Miles Turner just threw an elbow right into the face of Max Strus.
It should be a flagrant.
And if you weren't with us earlier,
front running.
Very early in the ball game, Benedict Mathurin was ejected from this game. He picked up a flagrant 2 as he unloaded an elbow into the lower extremities, let's just say that, of DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, they got to look at that, Tim, because that was an obvious front runner. You're beating this team to death, and all of a sudden you throw an elbow right into his neck.
So they are going to look.
Trigger on the floor is a possible flagrant foul.
And again, Indiana tonight, to their credit, came out with force, came out with intensity. But, Jim, they've also taken it to another level in areas that they didn't necessarily have to deliver a message.
Yes, they have. And what they're doing, Tim, is it borders to me on intimidation. But it's flagrant play. And they are telling you how important this game is to them. Sometimes you got to match that.
So as John Goebel and Kevin Scott are over at the scorer's table, let's hear from John Goebel.
After review, the contact by Turner does not rise to the level of flagrant foul. Therefore, the Anchor ruling stands common foul.
Well, you hit him in the throat, didn't he? Okay. We're not making this up.
So it'll be Cavalier basketball. Game 5 will be Tuesday night at Rocket Arena. 7 o'clock tip. Cavaliers will try to force a Game 6, which would be here at Gainbridge on Thursday night. Well, again, Donovan Mitchell has left the ball game. We've got DG along with Ty Jerome, Max Strus, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen.
And as I mentioned to him, he limped off the floor at the end of the half.
Here's DG through the center circle, works to the right wing, fires down low, wide open Jerome. He's got a layup.
Got behind the defense.
Jim, this could be a big second half for Ty Jerome, just to try to get himself back to where he's been all year as Gerard has an easy one.
I agree with you, Tim.
Let's see if they try to get Ty involved.
Because the Cavalier bench has really struggled
Strus at the half-court line to Mobley. Mobley works to the right wing. Mobley now back to the basket out front. Back to Strus. 3, short. Long rebound, tracked down by Siakam in the corner. He'll toss it to Nembhard. Nembhard in the middle to Siakam. He'll drive, he'll score.
No one turned around. Mobley never turned around, Tim.
87-44. It has just been that type of night here at Gainbridge. Here's Mobley, running the lane. He'll throw it up, miss it. Rebound Strus, topside Jerome. Ty with a 3. Good. And as we said, no matter how this game ends up, if Ty Jerome can find that rhythm again, it would be huge for the Cavs. 87-47. Into the lane comes Nembhard. Allen reached in. And a foul will be called on Jared Allen. It was Evan Mobley that perhaps you picked up on the backboard, Mike, yelling in frustration. Foul is called on Mobley, or excuse me, on Allen, but it was Mobley that protested. On the inbounds, 3 from the corner from Neesmith off the mark. Rebound Garland. Garland into the forecourt, stops, 3, no. Rebound grab by Miles Turner, quickly to Haliburton. Haliburton in the middle to Turner. Long, actually right side, Neesmith, his 3, good. Turner thought about a long 3, gave it to Neesmith, and he buried it.
Yeah, the short corner, Tim.
Pacers already at 90-47.
Cavalier rotation just not getting to the shooters.
Garland's pass knocked out of bounds by Nembhard. And Jim, with the margin in this game right now, if there's any question at all about Donovan, I'm sure he may be done.
Oh, yeah, he's done.
Just to say, hey, we got Game 5 coming up.
Yeah, he's done, Tim. He played so hard these last couple of games, and then when I saw him limping off the floor, what a shot by Garland.
Garland up and under, and a beautiful reverse layup with the left hand. DG now with 11.
Get a rhythm, Cavs. But this is the point that's hurting us, Tim. That last rotation in your defense.
Haliburton into the lane, deals to Turner. Turner went up, fouled by Mobley. And that'll put Turner at the free throw line. The Cavs fans enter daily for the chance to win tickets through the Cavs playoff ticket sweepstakes, and that's presented by Phantom Fireworks. Enter at Cavs.com/fireworks. There's Miles Turner, who had a huge first half with 18 points. Hits that first free throw.
Timmy had a huge 2 minutes. Well, he made 3 in a row.
Yeah.
That killed hope.
And 4 of 4 in the half from downtown. Turner hits the second. He's got a 20-point game, 4th time in the playoffs that he's had 20 or more, approaching his playoff high this year of 23. 92-49. Here's Garland in front of the scorer's table. Comes around a screen from Strus. Down went Neesmith.
And look, he's selling it.
And they'll get a foul on Neesmith.
They really playing these officials, Tim.
Rick Carlisle howling in protest. And let's see if the Pacers will challenge this call. Where now we got both sides barking again. This has been chippy from the get-go. Ever since Mathurin got ejected for that elbow to the not-too-pleasant area. And indeed, Rick Carlisle says, we're going to challenge this.
I mean, you're up 92-49. There's no big decision there to be made. But, Tim, he's hollering at the officials just like he did with Mathurin. And everything changed.
So, a challenge from Indiana. They lead by 43 points. 8:04 to go, third quarter, 92-49 Pacers. We'll take a timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
Big news, Cavs fans. Score big this season with Cavs Rewards. Link any existing credit card or debit card so you can earn and unlock exclusive Cavs experiences and prizes. Rewards include a trip to an away game, access to courtside seats, Cavs memorabilia, custom jerseys, and more. Join Cavs Rewards today and start earning points with purchases at the Cavs Team Shop, concessions at Rocket Arena, and other preferred Cavs Rewards locations. Visit Cavs.com/rewards to sign up for free and start earning.
Suspect a natural gas leak? Enbridge Gas Ohio reminds you, first move your feet, then call when you're down the street. A gas leak might have a smell like rotten eggs, or you might see blowing dirt or bubbling water. A leaking pipeline might also make a hissing sound that you can hear. And whether you're an individual or contractor, state law requires you to call 811 before you dig to have underground utilities marked. Dial 811 at least 2 business days prior to digging for your safety. For more safety information, visit enbridge.com, keyword natural gas safety.
Eric Clapton. September 11th. Rocket Arena. With special guest, the Wallflowers. Tickets are on sale now at rocketarena.com. Don't miss the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, Eric Clapton.
At Cleveland Clinic, bettering lives is what you live for. You treat setbacks as a chance to come back stronger. You search for solutions inside and out. And you create new ways to keep moving forward. Because managing a condition is a win worth celebrating. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
Well, it's been that kind of night. Cavaliers now on the back end of a challenge from Indiana, but the bizarre thing is they looked at the replay and it was not a foul on Strus. They got DG with the foul coming around the screen from Strus.
What do they have against them, Tim? Oh, my goodness.
So on a night that literally nothing has gone right for the Cavaliers.
And nothing has gone right for Darius, that's for sure.
So Garland picks up the foul. That is his fourth. 92-49. Pacers with the huge lead. Again, it has been all Indiana from the outset. Game was tied at 5. And then Indiana led by 15 at the end of one, 38-23. Outscored the Cavs 42-16 in the second quarter of play. We're up 80 to 39 at the half. And it's a game that has gone south for the Cavaliers as we bring it off the timeout into the lane. Siakam, right corner to Haliburton, dumps it down low to Turner. They work it left side to Nembhard. Nembhard into the paint on Strus. Short shot, no. Rebound tied Jerome. Again, Donovan Mitchell has exited as Jerome has it on the left sideline. Jerome around an Allen screen. Fires left side to Garland. Garland behind the arc, right in front of the Cavs bench. Garland, 7 on the clock, into the lane, shoots it underneath the Strus. He'll hook it and hit it.
Making plays. Darius trying to get that rhythm, Tim.
Max now has 11, 92-51. Haliburton, no look, right corner to Shepard, missed the 3. Rebound ricochets to Nembhard, out front Haliburton, 3, no. Rebound grabbed by Strus in the paint. Max Strus ahead to Mobley. Evans stops. 3. Good. And Mobley hits the 3 ball.
Trying to get this baby down, and you still have to play to win, Tim. That's been my focus. Looks like this is this Cavs focus, too.
Mobley,
keep playing.
2 threes for 6 points in the game. Cavs front court has been quiet. Turner misses a baseline jumper, rebound Jared Allen. Jared only has 2 free throws in the game. Here's Mobley, left of the lane against Siakam, spinning, gets contact, Banks missed, Evan got it back, fouled in the paint.
Yeah, Tim, you're all over it because at the half, that front line, I'm looking for my point, front line had only scored 11 points. And that's why they were putting pressure on the guards, because it didn't look like we were trying to make our bigs any kind of a threat. So they increased the pressure out front, and it affected the whole flow of the Cavaliers' half-court offense.
Evan Mobley shooting 2 big pounce off the back of the rim, but it fell through. Mobley now with 7. A few more long-distance texts we want to get in as folks continue to contact us via the text line, 216-440-9566. We've got John. He's from Shaker Heights, but he's listening down in Orlando. We've got Dave in Colorado. Carlos in Nashville. We're listening all across the country tonight. As Mobley hit them both. 92-56. At the other end, Siakam at the foul line. Dumps it to Turner. Left of the lane. Turnaround, no. Rebound, Mobley. Quickly to Garland. Garland. Ahead to DeAndre Hunter, who's checked in. Hunter right in front of the Cavs bench. Hunter in the corner. Bounce left of the lane to Mobley out front. Merrill fires right corner to Jerome. Ty right of the lane. Floats in and out. Rebound Turner. 6:05 to go in the quarter. Here's Haliburton out front. Sets. Three. No. Rebound Mobley.
Keep going.
Mobley to Garland. Ahead to Merrill. Merrill, run of the lane, driving all the way to the bucket, and he just got crushed as he went to the rim. Couldn't connect on the shot, but Sam Merrill will shoot two.
And it should go beyond. Now, that should be a flagrant. But, Tim, when you got a lead like this, they're sticking it to us because they know they've got games to play. Cavaliers just have to stay strong, stay focused. They used to tell, Tim, you ever been in a fist fight? I mean, a real fist fight where you thought you were going to lose?
My guess is you have.
Yes, I have. I've been in a few. And just when I thought I was going to lose, Tim, I didn't give in. And you know what? I never let them know they hurt me. That's the way you got to play this. When it gets on this level, you got to continue to play to win the game. You can't be bending over looking like you're hurt because that's a weakness. Cavs are not playing with confidence, but they're getting better, Tim. This has been a pretty decent quarter so far. It's better than the first half was.
Well, there's a reason the Cavaliers won 64 games this year. There's a reason they're the number one seed. They've got to find that, and they've got to find it in a hurry.
Yep. Game to game, they're all different.
Merrill hit both free throws. It's 92-58. Siakam in the lane, left of the lane, scores on Evan Mobley. Pascal Siakam makes it 94-58. Ny Jerome, sideline left to Garland. Garland outside the arc, left of the lane to Mobley. Evan in traffic, and he'll stop it.
Come on, Evan. Get that confidence back up. Keep being active.
Evan's in double figures with 10, 7 here in the third. Siakam in the paint. Lob in between the circles to Haliburton. Haliburton down in the right corner to Neesmith. Quick three. Missed it. Rebound DeAndre Hunter. Hunter on the run into the forecourt. Hunter sideline right to Garland. Garland on the dribble. Picked up by Siakam. Garland lob on the right side to Hunter. We've got a reach-in foul on Ben Shepherd.
And they're not hiding it, Tim. Have you noticed that? They're not hiding it. They're holding, they're grabbing, and leaving it up to these officials to make a call when they make a call.
Foul on Shepherd, non-shooting foul. We do have word from the Cavaliers PR department that Donovan Mitchell has an ankle injury, and he is doubtful to return. Let's head down to Serena. Serena?
Yeah, Tim, I mean, you just said it, but what I will tell you is that at halftime, I did see Donovan Mitchell go back to the tunnel. He was clearly in pain. And like you said, he is now doubtful to return with that left ankle injury.
Hunter found Garland streaking the baseline, and DG was fouled. So, again, doubtful to return. He's not going to return. The Cavaliers are down by 34 points with 4:48 to go in the third, and with Game 5 looming in 48 hours. And in all likelihood, the Cavs trailing 3-1 going into that. They'll make sure he's ready to go for Game 5.
Yep. I mean, there's no questioning that, Tim. What I want this team to do is win the second half. That's what'll give you momentum coming back home. Build that confidence. Win the second half.
Garland hit the first. DG has a 12-point ball game. No, he's got 13 as he sinks that second free throw. 32-point lead. It's 94-62. Pass out front, poked out of bounds by DG. Hey, gear up to let them know this postseason. The 25 Cavs playoff collection is available at Center Court. Shop playoff tees, hats, and more. Go to Cavs.com/shop. Acer basketball. Here's TJ McConnell, who's checked back in. McConnell Fires left wing to Neesmith, out front to Haliburton, back to McConnell. TJ thought about a three, drives on Garland, and he'll throw it up and in.
Tim, the defense is just not there. There's no rotation. There's no help in the paint. McConnell, the smallest player on the floor, made that layup like he was 7 foot tall.
Garland driving on Haliburton, up and in with the left hand.
He's getting the rhythm, Tim. Let's win the second half.
DG makes it 96-64. 4:05 to go in the third. Top and left of the lane. Threw it up. No. Nobody boxed out Siakam, and he's got an easy putback basket. Kenny Atkinson sees that. Calls time. 98-64. Pacer fans are in a real good mood at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Exactly 4 minutes to go, third quarter. A timeout. The Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
For every just one more mile to your next ace on the court. When you have a sports-related injury, Cleveland Clinic is here. For our Cavaliers, our Guardians, and athletes at all levels. Our sports medicine team helps keep you in the game. With expert diagnosis, personalized sports therapies, and game-changing surgeries. For every injury, for every athlete, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic.
Your summer starts here in the family-sized Toyota Highlander or the bigger, more powerful Grand Highlander with 3 different powertrains and a full-size third row. Now through June 2nd, you can get a new 25 Highlander or Grand Highlander with 4.99 APR financing or 5.99 on a new Highlander or Grand Highlander hybrids. Subject to approved credit through TFS. Plus, you get 2 years no-cost maintenance included. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Big news, Cavs fans. Score big this season with Cavs Rewards. Link any existing credit card or debit card so you can earn and unlock exclusive Cavs experiences and prizes. Rewards include a trip to an away game, access to courtside seats, Cavs memorabilia, custom jerseys, and more. Join Cavs Rewards today and start earning points with purchases at the Cavs Team Shop, concessions at Rocket Arena, and other preferred Cavs Rewards locations. Visit Cavs.com/rewards to sign up for free and start earning.
The Cavs are proud to partner with Cleveland Cliffs as their American-made steel touches every part of our lives. The steel in automobiles moving us around town, the washer and dryer at home, the kitchen appliances to prepare and cook food, the electrical grid that powers electronics, the railways to transport goods. Cliff Steel is stronger and more sustainable than ever due to their innovation and leading-edge technology. Cliffs is the champion for American steel. Learn more. Visit cliffsteel.com.
4 minutes to go, third quarter. Cavaliers are down 98-64 to the Pacers. Let's pause for station identification on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
100.7 WMMS, Cleveland.
An iHeartRadio station. Your FM home for Cleveland Cavaliers basketball.
MMS.
Staring at a 3-1 series deficit with Game 5 set for Tuesday night at Rocket Arena. And folks, we will need you to be rocking on Tuesday night. Cavaliers down by 34, 98-64. Off the timeout, let's go down to Serena.
Well, both of you guys talked about just, being a pride thing at this point, right? And Kenny in that huddle said, look, let's just continue to play good basketball. There is something to be said about how they do close this game out, right? What can carry over to this next game. So it is important that they play the right way, no matter what the score is, to close this game, guys.
Yeah, Serena, they call it momentum. And you're going to have momentum coming home.
Here's Garland in the backcourt. Garland through the center circle, lob right side to Hunter. DeAndre Hunter tosses it to Garland, left of the key. DG in the lane, floats in and out, back in again.
Yeah, I think Darius is feeling good about himself right now, Tim.
He's got an 8-point third quarter and 17 overall. 98-66 with 3.5 to go in the third. Here's Haliburton on the left side. Dumps it left of the lane to McConnell over his shoulder to Toppin, who laid it in, and he got fouled.
Tim, when you're playing that 3-2 against a 5-out. Two of the weaknesses are the short corner and that baseline, especially if you don't rotate there quickly enough. I've looked it up and I was saying, okay, how do you beat it? That's how you beat it. You run that baseline and you try to set up in the short corner, especially if the defense doesn't rotate there quickly enough.
Toppin can't convert on the three-point play, missed the free throw. Hunter out front, went up in the air, tried to pass it. He did, but his foot had already landed. That's traveling.
You're in the half court. The windows are tighter. When you see it and then you think about passing, it's too late. You've got to pass it when you see it or else take the shot. That was a 15-footer.
Here's McConnell. Comes right into Merrill. Foul out front. And they're going to get Sam Merrill. Fourth foul on Sam Merrill.
Yeah, they've been picking on Sam today.
It'll put McConnell at the free throw line. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Cavs. It's the easiest way to buy tickets to Cavs games and all live events in Cleveland. A SeatGeek handles the tickets, so Cavs fans can fan. SeatGeek. TJ McConnell gets that first free throw. 7-point game for McConnell. Just a spark plug off that Pacer bench.
Exactly right. He's the second Carlisle that when he comes in the game, he knows exactly what should be done.
McConnell, of course, spent his first 4 years with the 76ers and then signed with Indiana, now in his 6th year with the Pacers. Hit both free throws, 102-66. Just over 3 minutes to go in the third. Here's Garland in between the circles, matched up against Neesmith. Garland comes around a Hunter screen. Garland still on the dribble, running the lane under the basket, got sent to the deck by Toppin, and the foul is on Obi Toppin.
You know, Pacers weren't known, Tim, over the last 5-6 years as a physical team. Not like those Reggie Miller teams where they had the Davises. Oh, my goodness. I used to cringe when I was broadcasting those games. But this is an up-and-down team, more of a finesse. But they've been able to adapt to a style of play that's been conducive to winning, and that means hands-on defense, physicality, hard fouls. It's all part of the game.
Jimmy made a great point about DG seems to have found something here in the third. He looks very comfortable. He didn't look comfortable on Friday night.
Yeah, and he didn't look comfortable the first half either.
But he's got a 10-point third quarter as he hits both free throws, 19 in the game. McConnell driving on Merrill, put the shot up from the baseline, missed it, rebound Merrill. Merrill into the forecourt. Sam tosses it to Garland at the half-court line. DG changing hands, left of the lane to Okoro. Ice threw it out front, and the ball deflected out of bounds. Haliburton with a 34-point lead, screaming for a review.
I know, Tim. Totally out of context.
Here's Garland right down below us, near sideline. DG looking, gets it into Wade. Wade against Toppin. Dean Wade, top of the three-point arc. Hands it off to Merrill. Sam left wing. 3 balls, short, rebound. Wade outfought Shepard, gave it to Sam. Back to Wade. 3-ball Dean. No. Rebound grab by Obi Toppin.
Sam had the shot again, Tim.
Here's McConnell left of the lane on Garland. TJ McConnell with his back to the basket. McConnell gave it to Toppin. He'll put it up. No, but Toppin drew the foul from DeAndre Hunter. And that'll put Obi Toppin at the free throw line.
Tim, when the Cavaliers look at the film tomorrow, and it's going to be painful, one of the main things, there's 2 things. Ball pressure in the half court, and the second thing is slow rotations. They're not rotating to give help on dribble penetration or pass into the paint. And those are 2 basics that you need in order to play consistent, good defense. Nobody knows that better than Kenny.
Toppin hits the first. Was 8th pick in the draft back in 2020 by the Knicks. Out of Dayton.
Yeah.
Nope, didn't play college basketball too far from here. As Toppin missed the second rebound, deflected to the corner, ball loose on the baseline, and it went off Ben Shepard.
If you say so, Ben.
103-68 with 1:57 to go here in the third. DeAndre Hunter A quiet game. 5 points. Hunter in the center circle, and he lost the ball as Shepard scooped it up, and then Hunter got called for the foul. It's been a tough night for DeAndre Hunter. He got hit with that elbow from Benedict Mathurin. It caused the ejection of Mathurin. But DeAndre Hunter has just struggled throughout the ball game, and now it's Ben Shepard shooting 2 as the Cavs are in the bonus.
You know, another thing I've just been watching too, and it happened in the first half. I didn't have time to talk about it. When you put pressure on a team and they come across that half court, and you can push them farther away from that 3-point line. We're starting our offense, Tim, about 2.5, 3 feet from the midcourt line. That gives the defense an advantage, you know what I mean, to rotate properly and see what's going on. But that's what defensive pressure was supposed to do.
105-68. Ben Shepard hit them both. First 2 free throws in the playoffs for Ben Shepard. Garland, run of the lane, drives, banked, and he got the roll.
What a roll.
And now we got a timeout taken by Indiana.
Well, you know why? Carlisle see the momentum has changed, Tim. And he sees Garland's getting a feel for everything right now. This is the carryover that Serena was talking about, the carryover into the next game.
Well, we talked about it, that the Cavaliers will be on the brink of elimination on Tuesday night. Game 5 will be down 3-1 in the series, but you want to have something positive coming out of this ball game. Obviously, home court advantage on Tuesday will be huge. But for the Cavaliers, you got to have something X and O wise and basketball wise that you can take into that game on Tuesday night. We're keeping it right here. 1:35 to go, third quarter. 105-70. It is all Indiana. Of course, this is the 4th time that the Cavaliers and the Pacers have squared off in the playoffs. Cavaliers have won the last 2, while Indiana, back in the late 90s, knocked off the Cavaliers 3-1. And Indiana looking to tie the all-time series and take a 3-1 lead in this year's best-of-7 showdown.
That's why it's so important to keep playing. You're in a 7-game series. It's not over till it's over. And this is what happens. You loss of momentum or gaining momentum. Let's win the second half.
It'll be McConnell to inbound against full court pressure. Throws it into Nimhart. Hands it back to T.J. McConnell. McConnell crosses the half-court line with 1.5 minutes to go in the third. Pacers work it to the left side as Jarris Walker's now in the game, seeing his first action.
Jump shooter.
Lob down low to Toppin, put it up and in. Now Obi Toppin has an 18-point game. It's his playoff high this year as 2 teams cross the half-court line. Foul is called on Toppin. And Pacers are over the limit. That'll put Isaac Okoro at the free throw line. Isaac looking for his first point tonight. Ice at the basket right in front of the Cavalier bench. Well, you look over at that bench, and it's a somber crew right now as Okoro rolls that first free throw in. But, Jim, even though the Cavs haven't faced a lot of adversity this year, and that's obvious when you're 64-18, when faced with tough times, they responded well.
Yes, they have, Tim, but this is 10 times that because they're focusing against one team and they get a chance to prep for you.
Toppin left to the lane off a feed from McConnell as an easy layup.
And who's playing well now? Toppin, because they scout you. He had 5 points last game, Tim.
Okoro buries a right corner 3-ball.
And when Carlisle called timeout, he said, wait a minute, they're gaining momentum. This is going to be a carryover for next game. That's the way emotions are. That's what the game is about. But it's been Toppin.
Here's McConnell driving on Merrill. Feeds, but it's picked off by Wade. Wade gave it to Garland. Garland bounced left side to Merrill. In the middle to Garland. Garland outside the 3-point arc. Now works to the free throw line. Right of the lane. Right corner Wade. 3-ball Dean. Good.
Getting a rhythm. And that's what Carlisle's concerned about. they come out of here and they win this second half.
Cavs have won the third quarter 38-29 so far.
We'll take it.
Here's McConnell with 10 seconds to go in the period. McConnell bounce right side. Jarris Walker left wing Nembhard. Nembhard 3 on the clock. Nembhard against Hunter. Nembhard had it blocked by Hunter. That ends the third quarter of play. Well, as we said, Cavaliers showing some fight as this one has long been decided, but the Cavs outscored the Pacers 38-29 here in the third. But it's all Indiana, 109-77. They lead the Cavs as we head to the fourth on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse.
High-scoring offense and lockdown defense, those are the ingredients for a deep playoff run. For every other ingredient, Cavs fans trust Giant Eagle and Market District. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, a thrilling selection of fresh favorites, and everyday value from our family of brands are your game day go-tos. You can score a Cavalanche of perks with My Perks, earning free groceries and gas along the way. It's time to let them know. Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Home means something different to everyone. But with Rocket Mortgage, home can mean even more. It can mean a college education, taming your high-interest debt, even a renovation. We've made it easier than ever to use your home equity. That home you worked so hard for, now it can work hard for you. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to find out more.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
Hey Cavs fans, when it comes to your health and well-being, Medical Mutual is your hometown health insurer. We offer Ohioans high-quality health insurance plans with access to the hospitals and doctors you know and trust. Plus, dental, vision, life and disability, and wellness plans to help you achieve and maintain your health. To learn more about individual Medicare and employer plans, visit medmutual.com. Medical Mutual, the official health insurer of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Make sure you tune in to the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. Everything you need to know about your Cleveland Cavaliers, the Monsters, the Charge, high school football, podcasts, and so much more. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Tune in right now to the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
Rover. What's it taste like? Tomorrow morning from 6 to 11 on WMMS.
We head to the fourth. Indiana up 109-77 as Kenny Atkinson is going to clear the bench. Get some folks out there to start the fourth quarter that normally don't see a lot of playing time. Of course, Serena Winters is right next to that Cavalier bench. Let's check in with Serena.
Well, Tim, I wanted to talk more about Donovan Mitchell. You know, I mentioned how I saw Donovan in the tunnel at halftime, clearly in pain. Well, I just saw footage of Donovan warming up at halftime. He actually came out at halftime to get shots up. He was casually stepping into a three. Then he went down to the ground, clutching that ankle. And for those just tuning in, as we reported earlier, he has a left ankle injury and is doubtful to return. We have not seen him on this Cavaliers bench.
All right. Jim, as we start the fourth, some thoughts?
Carlisle wanted to rest his players earlier. I mean, you got 109 points. You were in the middle of a third quarter. But he saw that the Cavs were building momentum, Tim. The question is now, can we get these subs who are playing to continue that? They need to continue this good second half by the Cavs. So there's some pressure on the subs.
Sorry, Jim. Cavs did win the third, 38-29, but Tristan Thompson, along with Isaac Okoro, Javonte Green, Jerome, and Jalen Tyson will start the fourth. Ice drives and scores to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, so there's some pressure on them. Keep it going. Keep it going against their second-tier players.
Ice with a playoff high this year of 6 in the ballgame. 109-79. Out front, Javonte Green pokes the ball out of bounds. And Jim, to your point, continue what you saw in the third so they can get on the bus and get on the plane with some momentum heading into Game 5.
Yeah, they'd like to take Nembhard out, and they'd like to take probably McConnell out because both of those are featured players for their rotation.
30-point game as McConnell unloads a three. It's a brick. That belonged at the brickyard. Not too far from here. Here's Tyson on the left wing.
Play together, stay together.
Tyson on the left side against Bryant. Tyson Euro steps left to the lane. There's a traveling call.
Yeah, too much. Keep it simple. You sat over there and watched 3 quarters, and you saw how they built momentum in the second half. Passing, moving, and cutting. You got to play that way.
Here's Nembhard, run of the lane. Right corner, McConnell. TJ with a three. Good. TJ McConnell has 11. Makes it 112-79. Here's Ty Jerome. I'd love to see Ty just put some positive things together. Came down the lane, missed the shot badly.
He hurried.
Out of there with it came Nembhard. Ahead to TJ McConnell, left of the lane. Shot is good. TJ McConnell has 13.
That's why they kept him in. He saw the Cavs were building, said, I got to keep some of my players in.
Out front, Thompson's pass to Jerome, poked to the backcourt by Nembhard. Jerome brought it back, and an offensive foul called on Tristan Thompson as he set the screen at the half-court line. Here's what's interesting. You got Tristan Thompson out there. Tristan won't back down from anybody, and if there's someone for the Cavaliers that will send a message going into Game 5, it'll be Tristan Thompson.
But Tristan's got to know, Tim, he's got to be careful. They've been making that call consistently on both sides all night. He didn't need a pick.
The rookie Johnny Furphy in the game. As now Rick Carlisle will go into his bench. Here's TJ McConnell. Got it out front to Jarris Walker. Walker against Tyson. Walker drives. Flipped it up. Missed it. Rebound Tristan Thompson ahead to Jalen Tyson. Tyson running the key. Into the lane. Just bowled over McConnell. And a blocking foul will be called on TJ McConnell. And that'll put the rookie Jalen Tyson at the free throw line. 9:57 to go. Tyson will shoot 2 as Craig Porter Jr. gets ready to check in. You know, download the Cavs app and play Cavs Pick'em for a chance to win a pair of Cavs United memberships with over $150 in prizes given away every game. So download the Cavs app, play Cavs Pick'em. Tyson missed the first as Craig Porter checks in the ball game. So the night is done for the Cavs starters, and again, as Serena updated us as we started the fourth, Donovan Mitchell has been in the Cavs locker room after taking a couple of shots to get ready to start the third quarter and was feeling some discomfort in the ankle, and he has not returned. 114-80 out front. 3 too strong from Walker. Rebound Tristan Thompson. He'll give it to Jalen Thompson. Or Tyson. You got Tyson and Thompson on the floor. Here's Tyson. Tyson right down the lane up with the right hand. No, but he got fouled. Jalen Tyson. Rookie out of Cal heading to the free throw line. Game 5 Tuesday. Game 6 Thursday. And of course, that's if Cavaliers can force this to a 6th and then certainly a 7th game with all the marbles would be on Sunday, a week from today, back at Rocket Arena. And for the Cavaliers, you just worry about one game at a time. You can't worry about winning 3 in a row. Starts Tuesday. Win 1. Send it to 6. As Tyson connects on the free throws. Jalen Tyson now with 3 points in the ball game. Makes it 114-82. Here's McConnell left of the lane. Hits the break. Shoots it left side to Shepard. Shepard rolling on Tristan Thompson and he scores. And Shepard now has 7. Here's Craig Porter Jr. up the right side. Porter swings it in the middle to Tyson. Tyson back on the right wing to Porter. Porter comes around a Tristan Thompson screen, bounces it to Tristan in the lane. Left-handed hook is good.
I like it, T.
When that looked like those series against Indiana a few years back when Tristan was part of those NBA Finals Cavalier teams. Tristan with his first 2 makes it 116-84. Here's Furphy, baseline left. Blocked at the rim by Tristan Thompson. Gave it to Porter, left side Okoro, 3-ball ice, good. Right
I like
the
it.
Cavalier bench.
Defense, you see what Carlisle's doing because he understands, Tim, that momentum can carry into the next game.
116-87 with 8:32 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. Timeout. Pacers will take a timeout on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers audio first.
Maxwell in concert. The Serenade Tour 2025. Saturday, August 16th. Rocket Arena. Maxwell. With special guest, Lucky Day. Tickets on sale now at rocketarena.com. Don't miss Maxwell Live.
Hey Cavs fans, basketball is back, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cavs games or to any other live event in the land, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Mitchell, left of the lane, Euro steps, pops and scores! Oh, what a shot by Donovan Mitchell.
The Cleveland Cavaliers playoffs presented by Phantom Fireworks are here.
Garland still on the dribble, bounce left of the lane to Mobley, spins! Pow! Oh, my!
It's time to let them know at Rocket Arena and secure your spot to cheer on the Cavs now at SeatGeek.com.
Top side to Mitchell, Donovan, right corner Garland, another three. That one is right on the mark. Welcome to the playoffs.
As down payments get bigger, millions of renters across America feel like they'll never be able to buy a home. So instead of lowering expectations, Rocket Mortgage is lowering down payments to 1% for eligible home buyers with One Plus, helping more renters become owners. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to get a head start on your starter home.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
Rover.
Sounds explosive, that story.
Tomorrow morning from 6 to 11 on WMMS.
Tim Elkhorn, Jim Jones, Serena winners here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. It's been all Indiana. Cavaliers have never led in the ball game. Right now it's 116-87 Pacers with 8:32 to go. Indiana's biggest lead, 44 points, 83-39. But Jim, as you've mentioned, Cavaliers trying to get something going. Obviously, this one is well in hand for Indiana, but to carry it into Tuesday night's Game 5, they won the third quarter, 38-29. Here in the fourth, 10-7 Cavaliers.
Well, Carlisle knows that. I mean, he's been around to know that momentum, and he's been on teams that have been blown out. And this is where you see blowouts, Tim, is in the playoffs. Teams make adjustments and counters, and they come back and beat you. And he understands that, just like they came back and beat us after that great game the other night. That's the nature of the playoffs.
Well, both coaches said, players said, every game has its own unique personality.
Yep, because you adapt.
And that's exactly what happened here tonight. Off the timeout, Furphy drops it behind him to T.J. McConnell. So McConnell's still in the game.
Of course.
Left side to Shepard.
Tim, he's going to stay in there because he doesn't want – they want to win this quarter.
McConnell bounced it in the lane to Thomas Bryant. Bryant got fouled.
Old school Carlisle.
Well, again, he will be a Hall of Fame coach. Of course, won an NBA championship in Dallas. This is his second run here in Indiana. As Jim mentioned earlier, very close with Larry Bird. They were teammates in Boston. Shepard, left corner three. It's off the mark. Rebound, Tristan Thompson. So Rick Carlisle certainly familiar with the passion of the Pacer fan base. Tyson, left wing three. Well, that was off. Rebound grab by McConnell.
Bad shot.
McConnell got it out front to Shepard. Shepard drives, and he got a layup that he couldn't convert on. Rebound grabbed by Javonte Green for the Cavaliers. Green comes right down the pipe, bounced around the rim and out, but Javonte Green got fouled. With 7:37 to go. Cavaliers will have Javonte Green shooting two, and you hear the roar from the Pacer crowd. As for Indiana, it's going to be a substitution coming in, and we saw this the other night, Jim. The fan base gets really excited when Johnson checks in, James Johnson.
Well, when Johnson plays, you know the game is over. Either in your favor or theirs. And the other night, it was in our favor. And I'm telling you, Tim, that guy's got 5 or 6 belts, and they have nothing to do with holding your pants up. I mean, he is a lethal weapon out there, and he knows it, and the word gets around.
McConnell and Thomas Bryant have their nights come to an end. Javonte Green hit the first, connects on the second. The first 2 points in the ball game for Javonte Green. In fact, his first 2 points in this series. Left wing, Jarris Walker. Walker against Green, run of the lane, hooked it with the left hand, but it bounced out. Rebound grab by Isaac Okoro. Ice quickly to the forecourt, met by Furphy. Topside to Green. Green driving on Walker, got his shot blocked at the rim. And here comes Indiana to the other end. Right corner, Furphy three. No. Long rebound. Out to Okoro. Okoro changing hands on the dribble into the paint. Cleared out Walker. And a foul is called on Isaac Okoro. Cleared out Walker with an elbow. Ice with a bewildered look on his face.
Yeah, you got him.
You got him good.
Oh, my.
And that'll give it back to Indiana. All the starters have seen their night come to an end. Of course, for the Cavaliers, the one starter that they're concerned about now, Donovan Mitchell. Johnson cross-court pass to Furphy, got it out front to Walker. Jarris Walker to the foul line. Shot puts it up, left it short. Another rebound for Tristan Thompson. Thompson already with 5 rebounds in the game. Craig Porter Jr., right wing three. Short. Rebound, Ben Shepard. Shepard fires it ahead to Furphy. Furphy comes underneath the basket, back out front. Shepard thought about a three. Now comes run of the lane, strong to the basket, converts.
Yeah, well, he had enough time to make a decision, Tim. The defense definitely wasn't there.
118-89 Indiana. Tyson throws it down low to a wide open Craig Porter, who's got a layup. Porter with his first 2. Makes it 118-91. Here's Jarris Walker, left side to Johnson, back in the middle to Walker. Walker with 10 on the shot clock, left wing to Shepard. Shepard left of the lane, put it up and in on the Okoro. Ben Shepard looking like an all-star. Makes it 120-91. Tyson, his pass picked off by Johnson. Johnson brings it up himself, met by Javonte Green. Javonte Green defending as Johnson left wing to Walker, 3, short, rebound Furphy. Furphy bounces it back to Johnson.
When Johnson was with Miami, Tim, he was pretty good back then.
Johnson right side to Shepard. Shepard, long 3, and he banked it in as the shot clock was winding down. And it has been that kind of night for Indiana and for the Cavs.
Tim, you remember the game in Cleveland as the season ended? Shepard had the same type of game. He's a talented young player.
Green got it in the lane to Tristan Thompson, but a foul before the shot. And we got Furphy with that foul. Well, he's come in the game, been aggressive. That's 3 on the rookie out of Providence. Cavs not yet in the bonus, so it'll be Tyson to inbound over on the far sideline as he stands next to associate head coach Johnny Bryant. Tyson got it into Porter. Porter backs up, gave it to Tyson. His 3, good. Jalen Tyson. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Win the quarter.
It's at 123-94. 4:45 to go. Here's Walker Gets by Green. Green got him with a hip check. And the foul will be on Javonte Green. And again, if you're just joining in, saying, what the heck happened at Gainbridge Fieldhouse tonight? Indiana led by 15 at the end of one, 38-23, and extinguished any Cavalier hopes in the second, outscoring the Cavs 42-16 in that second quarter. Pacers were up 80-39 at the half. Cavs did win the third quarter, 38-29, and with a lot of second-team guys out there in the fourth, Cavs have so far won the fourth as Walker drives and scores. First two for Jarris Walker. Makes it 125-94. As Chuma Okeke now in the game for the Cavaliers. Late season signing. They find Thompson down low. Tristan got fouled, and Thompson shooting two with the Cavs in the bonus. Chuma Okeke checks in. Well, here's a lineup that, if you had said, Tim, in Game 4, the Cavs will be going with Craig Porter, Isaac Okoro, Jalen Tyson, Chuma Okeke, and Tristan Thompson. Not sure about that. Thompson at that first free throw. Timeout taken. 4:24 to go. 125-95. Pacers on their way to a 3-1 lead in this best-of-7 series. Final 4:24 follows this on the Medical Mutual Cavaliers Audioverse. The Cavs are proud to partner with Cleveland Cliffs as their American-made steel touches every part of our lives. From the appliances and homes to aircraft carriers defending our freedom, their steel is stronger and more sustainable than ever due to innovation and leading-edge technology. Cliffs is setting a new standard for what it means to be a steel company by producing the highest quality product and championing the best practices for the industry, the environment, and for their people. Cliffs is the champion for American steel. Learn more. Visit cliffsteel.com.
Maxwell in concert. The Serenade Tour 2025. Saturday, August 16th. Rocket Arena. Maxwell. With special guest, Lucky Day. Tickets on sale now at rocketarena.com. Don't miss Maxwell Live.
Suspect a natural gas leak? Gainbridge Gas Ohio reminds you, first move your feet, then call when you're down the street. A gas leak might have a smell like rotten eggs, or you might see blowing dirt or bubbling water. A leaking pipeline might also make a hissing sound that you can hear. And whether you're an individual or contractor, state law requires you to call 811 before you dig to have underground utilities marked. Dial 811 at least 2 business days prior to digging for your safety. For more safety information, visit Gainbridge.com, keyword natural gas safety.
Big news, Cavs fans. Score big this season with Cavs Rewards. Link any existing credit card or debit card so you can earn and unlock exclusive Cavs experiences and prizes. Rewards include a trip to an away game, access to courtside seats, Cavs memorabilia, custom jerseys, and more. Join Cavs Rewards today and start earning points with purchases at the Cavs Team Shop, concessions at Rocket Arena, and other preferred Cavs Rewards locations. Visit Cavs.com/rewards to sign up for free and start earning.
125-95. Pacers on their way. Going up 3-1 in this series with Game 5 set for Tuesday night at Rocket Arena. As we hope Rocket Arena will be roaring. Refuel this Cavalier team as they have not been in this one from the get-go. Let's head down to Serena Winters.
Well, Tim, one of the points that Rick Carlisle mentioned in his pregame was that they've taken 40 less shots than the Cavs through the past 3 games, right? In Game 3 alone, the Cavs attempted 20 more shots in Indiana. Well, tonight at halftime, Indy had 18 shot attempts more, right? And they've limited the Cavs to just 60 shot attempts when they had 100 last game. So, look, we all know the playoffs are a possession game, but that was clearly an area of focus for this Indiana team. They've dominated that area against the Cavaliers tonight, and it's something the Cavs are going to have to look themselves in the mirror for this next game.
Well, there's no doubt they have forced the Cavaliers into 22 turnovers in the ball game. Cavaliers 25 of 60 from the field. There are a lot of things to look at, Jim. As you said, it would be painful to watch the video, but you can certainly learn from it. Thompson missed that second free throw off the timeout, but Jalen Tyson grabbed the rebound, got it to Okoro, and ice drives and scores.
Tim, my thing now, I just want them to win the quarter. If they win the quarter, then they got some bragging rights as far as winning the second half and having some type of psychological momentum.
125-97. 4 minutes to go. There's a steal by Craig Porter Jr. Craig drives, feeds Tyson up with the left hand. No. Rebound grab by Indiana. Here come the Pacers as they now have Tony Bradley in the game. Johnson tried to bounce it to Bradley and he got fouled. Cavs were hanging on. Foul comes with 3:45 to go. Don't forget, Mike Snyder, Brad Sellers will bring you the post-mortem following this Game 4 blowout by Indiana. Cavs never led. Indiana's biggest lead was 44. Johnson out front with a three. Way short. Rebound out of bounds, and it went off. Bradley out of bounds. It'll be Cavalier basketball.
He shot an air ball, but it had a nice stroke, didn't he? It looked like he knew what he was doing. It looked good. You look good.
Yeah, nothing but oxygen. Tyson on the left side. Coming around Furphy. One rookie against another.
Oh, don't touch it. That was going to go in.
Tyson had it hang on the rim, and then Craig Porter Jr. touched it up there, but Tyson will still shoot two. As Jalen got fouled on that drive.
You got to take something away from this game that's positive. You really do, Tim. And it's not unusual if you look through the history of the playoffs in the NBA. You're going to have a blowout maybe once every 4 or 5 days as teams keep trying to make adjustments so they can win games.
Well, you look at what OKC did in Game 2 of that series. Then they come back. Golden State wins that game.
Yep.
I mean, it's just bizarre how it works. Tyson off a Indiana turnover tried to lob it down low, overshot Porter, but it's saved in by Okoro. Ball ricochets back to Craig Porter Jr. Cross court to Chuma Okeke. He'll hand it off to Tyson. Tyson with 10 on the shot clock. Jalen Tyson into the lane on Walker. Tyson turns, spins, missed, tips, no. And the rebound grab by Johnson. Boy, they love him here in Indiana. Johnson, top of the key, jumper swish.
I'm telling you,
this place is half full, and Johnson puts it into a frenzy with a top of the key jumper.
Tim, when he was with Miami, he wasn't a bad player.
Here's Okeke, three, good. We saw Okeke last year in the playoffs with Orlando. I mean, he's got some potential. Former first-round pick of the Magic. Makes it 127-102. Hey, the Cavs have hit 100 points. So your Monday will include a $2 large fry from McDonald's, with the Cavs topping 100 tonight. $2 large fry from McDonald's. Download the McDonald's app to receive this offer. McDonald's, loving it. Indiana had a bucket, as I told you about McDonald's, and now the Cavs at the other end. Porter in the lane, missed a shot, got it back, put it home.
Clever game. He is so clever the way he plays, Tim.
129, 104, 140 to go. Well, the Cavaliers, to say the least, have had numerous winning streaks this year. And now they will need to put together 3 in a row to keep their postseason hopes alive. Most importantly, get number 1. That'll be on Tuesday. Thompson into the lane. Hooks with the left hand. Missed it. Rebound, Jarris Walker. Jim, I've come to like Indianapolis. Let's hope we're back here on Thursday. If we're back Thursday. That's a good sign. Okoro with a steal. Got it to Tyson. Back to Ice. And he'll jam it home. Isaac Okoro with a 13-point game.
And what are we now, Tim? In the fourth quarter, we're 29-20. 29-20, okay.
Yeah, here in the second half, it's been a 67-49 advantage for the Cavaliers. But Indiana had opened up such a huge margin. As we're under a minute to go, Johnson backs up to the half-court line. Johnson down the lane, tried to feed it underneath to Bradley. Ball knocked out of bounds by Isaac Okoro. Well, Jim, before we send it to Mike and Brad, you said the Cavaliers need some positives to build on. They never led in the ball game, but as this team gets on the plane and heads home and then gets together tomorrow to watch that film, what are the positives? What do you build on for Game 5?
They won the second half, Tim. No matter how you look at it, they didn't give in and they won the second half. Now they've got to win the first quarter. That first quarter is crucial, and you've seen it in other playoff series, Tim. That first quarter.
Jalen Tyson hit a jumper, and that will be the final points of the ball game. Indiana will take a 24-second shot clock violation. Well, the Cavaliers are going to fall behind 3-1 in this best-of-7 series. They'll try to keep their season alive on Tuesday when they return home for Game 5 against the Pacers. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip. Okoro will inbound to Porter, and he will dribble out the clock. So our final here in Indiana, Pacers win it 129-109. Indiana goes up 3-1 in this best-of-7 series with Game 5 Tuesday at Rocket Arena. Pacers went up 38-23 at the end of one, and then really erased any doubt with a 42-16 second quarter. Led 80-39 at the half. Now, to Jim's point, Cavaliers did outscore Indiana 70-49 in the second half of play, but by then, matters were well in hand for Indiana.
Yeah, but Tim, you can't. They weren't going to win the game, but I'm looking at the intangibles. They didn't give in and just say, let's wait till the next game. They kept playing enough in that third and fourth quarter to win the second half. I think it's significant, and I think Kenny's going to use that as a prop. You know, is that in the second half we played so much better, guys. Let's build on that.
And, of course, the pressing issue for the Cavaliers, not only are they down 3-1, Donovan Mitchell didn't play in the second half of play. Word from Cavs PR is that he had sustained an ankle injury, so we certainly will keep our eyes and ears on that news here in the next 48 hours. Pacers tonight, well, they had everybody contribute. They had 4 guys with 20 or more leading the way. Pascal Siakam, he had a 21-point ball game. Cavaliers were led by Darius Garland. And, Jim, there's a positive to build on. DG looked solid in that second half. He had a 21-point ball game.
Totally agree with you.
To lead the Cavaliers. But their season is now on the brink as Indiana wins it 129-109. And the Pacers now with a 3-1 lead in this series. So that's going to do it from Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Of course, Mike and Brad are standing by with the post-game show. Want to let you know that tonight's Cavs-Pacers Game 4 here in Indianapolis was brought to you by Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers, by Huntington, home of asterisk-free checking. More at huntington.com/yourmoney. By McDonald's. Your change at McDonald's can help families with children who are ill just round up. And by SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Marty Allen, let's